It all started when I was browsing YouTube one day. I'm a huge virtual reality fan, so when I was searching for PlayStation virtual reality in particular, I found this YouTube channel called PSVR Without Parole. I noticed they were pretty big and they had lots of views, so I decided to check out their content. That's when the trouble started. I was watching their podcast. They had these 3 hosts, and as I was watching them and listening to their incredibly boring and soulless conversations with one another, my eyes just started to get so heavy. It was so bizarre. I tried to fight it, but their content was so sleep-inducing that I eventually passed out. I woke up in a daze. I was laying on the floor. My trousers were pulled down to my knees. There was a terrible aching from my butthole and a smell of cat piss. It was just everywhere. When I realized what had happened to me, I just felt dead inside. I didn't sleep. I didn't talk to anyone. I just couldn't feel clean. My name is Petrifying Pumpkins, and I'm a PSVR Without Parole survivor. It all started when I was browsing YouTube one day. I'm a huge virtual reality fan, so when I was searching for PlayStation virtual reality in particular, I found this YouTube channel called PSVR Without Parole. I noticed they were pretty big and they had lots of views, so I decided to check out their content. That's when
Hey kid, have you ever wanted to feel like you're inside the game? Well now you can, thanks to the awesome power of Firewall 0 Hour and PlayStation Virtual Reality. Be in the game, feel every bullet, live every get. Firewall 0 Hour, available now.
PlayStation. Yo, Mr. Bits. Where is Mr. Bits? Oh boy.
Don't ask me.
Oh no.
We're live now, alright? We're live.
What the fuck
Oh
is
no,
this?
we're live
We're
and
live.
he's missing. Oh,
I think. Where's my
Jesus.
camera? There it is. Okay. I think we're live. But everyone in the chat can let us know. Just to be
Are we live?
100% sure.
Are we?
How's that sound?
Moisture?
Does that
Is it
sound
moisture?
good?
Can you hear us? I don't see anything yet.
Can you hear my tongue?
I don't see nothing yet.
Can you hear my test? Test. Can you hear it going up and down?
Let's
Whoa.
speed it up.
Ouch. Who is that?
Hmm.
Fozzie
There we
Bear.
go.
How you doing, Fozzie
There
Bear?
it is.
There it is. Everything good?
There it is.
Can we get some confirmation that everything's good? Because I don't trust anything. Ever.
I sound a little loud.
You sound loud?
I sound a little loud. Can you control my volume now?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Oh. Yeah, I could turn you down.
All right, turn me down. One.
One?
One notch.
Don't say one. One what?
One notch. One lower.
You're down,
One down.
a little bit.
Down one.
Can somebody
Yep.
tell me how's the balance between my voice and his voice?
Check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Check out my music
Testing.
at
Testing.
Decepticon.com.
Don't do that.
Testing.
Don't do that.
Decepticon.com. Go check out my music at
Chopped.
Decepticon.com.
Hello, Chopped. Hello, Nick. Spitzy?
What was that
Is
noise?
that Spitzy? That's my chair doing a shit. Cousin Justin, back in my day, this
Blame it
channel
on the
had
chair.
bridge runs for miles. You can get the bridge run game for free next month, PS Plus.
Justin in the house. Rukia in the
Doing
house.
a little
Pete
better,
Hawkins
says Rukia. I'm
Chopped
glad to
in
hear it,
the house.
Rukia, and welcome. PD Hawkins, how you doing? Chopped, all good.
Who else?
Geisen, all good. Geisen, how are you? So yeah, we really want to get the voice balance right between the two of us because it seems to be usually me quiet and him loud. Let's get that even, you know.
Sounds
So,
pretty good now.
You're happy?
It sounds
You've heard
close.
us? You've heard us?
Turn it down. Turn me down just a hair.
Another hair?
Another hair. A splitting hair.
All right, you're down a hair.
All right, there you go.
Just a hair.
Let's
All
see
right.
what happens.
Welcome to episode number 23 of Touch and Tips. Hashtag
How many?
023.
It's too many.
23 too many. And
End the show.
end it before we end ourselves, basically. That's how it's
Sean
going.
Simmons, Kiwi in the house.
Kiwi.
AJ,
Man, remember that bridge run?
in the house.
Remember the when I climbed this and I was so close to getting to the top and my grip meter ran out and I fell all the way down? That was something else. Sean Simmons, how are you doing? What's up? What's the news?
Simmons
Good question.
in the house.
Both sound fine. I'm glad to
What is
hear
the
that,
crack?
PD
What's the
Hawkins.
crack?
Thanks.
What's the crack?
It's called a C hair, says Cousin Justin. Cousin Justin, we got some class around here, so we don't say the word cunt. We just don't
C
throw
word.
the cunt word around willy
He
nilly like
said
that.
the
right?
word. It's blocked. We have a block up.
What's a block
Can't
up?
actually say the word.
You can't say cunt. I can say cunt. What's wrong with you? Don't be a pussy, Cousin Justin. Say cunt. You know, it's fine. You can say cunt if you want. Decepticon, you say cunt.
No. Against the rules.
It's
You
against the
kidding me?
rules, all right.
It's
I would have
you
banned him.
kidding me?
I would have
C
banned
word.
him if he said it.
C word.
I would have banned him. All right, you dirty little C word. All right. Kiwi is back. You better believe he's back. PSVR Underground, how you doing? Mr. God Cannon. GC, is that God Cannon or is that Ghostcock? We don't know which GC he's talking about. Muzz, how are you? Boozy. Voice balance is on point. Decepticon, make the opening standby track. That was dope. Yes, he did.
I did.
That's his one talent. That's why I keep him. I have him around. You know, that's the only reason I tolerate him. He's got some talent when it comes to making music.
Here, take
And-
some music. Leave me alone. You're fun to play with. All right. Don't talk to me otherwise.
Give me that music. Give me the music, and I'll leave you alone.
Take
All right.
the music. Here.
Give me that music, you dirty little C word. You dirty little fucking greaseball C word.
Demonetize. See, demonetize. Seggy
David
knows.
Segerson. What's up, David Segerson? My
Oh,
man,
look, you
Deacon
get
has
comments
class. He
instantly
does.
now, huh? You get
But,
comments instantly now?
No, well, I can read them on the screen.
Okay,
You know,
just relax.
chops.
Why'd you get all hype?
Chopped with the donation. Because I got to talk over you. I got to shout over you.
All right.
I have to assert
Go
my
ahead.
dominance. But I got to wait
Just
for
go ahead.
the thing to pop up.
What was that? What was that thing?
What thing?
What
Here
was
we
that
go.
thing?
What's
I don't
happening?
know. There was something there.
Baby cow, why don't you shake that ass?
I'm dancing right now.
And I'll
What
reward
was
you
it?
with some blades of
Blades of Grass song is on.
Starting this TT off right, smash that thumbs up.
Thank
Did it
you.
happen?
Thank you. It's over now. Thank you very
Did it
much,
happen?
Chopped. It's over. $5 reduce from Chopped. Thank you, Chopped. I do appreciate that.
That's what happens when you don't shave.
It helps me
get
justify
super
it to the
chops.
lady. Who's that? Deladuff?
the puzzler.
Is that Deladuff? Is that the correct name I'm reading?
Deladuff.
Decepticon can make music, but can't
Puzzler.
grow a beard. Oh man, get roasted.
Super chops.
You dirty C-word. This C-word can't grow a beard. How are you going to respond to that? Can you grow a beard?
If I just let it go, it's
Like,
a
have you
poofy-
tried?
It's just this fuzzy.
As far as I'm concerned, anything's better than nothing. You know? Cover that awful face
No.
up.
No.
Cover that awful greaseball
No,
face
you
up.
gotta see
You
it.
better
You gotta
cover
see
that
it.
thing up.
Kiss it. You gotta lick it.
No, I don't, I'm not licking it.
You gotta see
I don't
it.
want to lick us. Don't want to see us. Are we ready to get into our first topic, or do we don't talk about licking each other a little bit more first?
All right, go ahead.
I'm just asking if you want to.
No, God,
No, you don't want to?
not at all.
Okay. Zero?
What is
Would you
it?
say
What's
you
the
have
first-
zero
what's the first
interest,
topic?
Decepticon?
What
Because
is
I
it?
can tell you about my zero caliber news.
Oh,
Boom.
classy.
And
You're a classy. You're a classy
I'm
lady.
getting
with
good
that.
at this. I'm getting good at this, you know? Thanks for that game code yesterday, by the way. I got one of them, said David Segerson. You're very welcome, David Segerson. I don't even know if people claimed all of them. I think 2 of them were claimed. Just make sure
See,
the volume's
Vrukia
off.
says I look fine. You see? But shut up. I look
Vrukia
fine. See?
is wooing you, Decepticon. She's seducing you. All right? That's why she's saying
Is
that.
that what she's doing? She's wooing me?
That's what she's doing.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You Jersey folk got to stick together and look out for each other. That's what it is. Patchy Jersey beard. I suffer
in the
from
water,
patch beard.
man. It's
My
in the
beard's
water.
pretty
It's
shit as well,
Albert.
to be fair.
Water.
What's in the water? Coronavirus?
All of it.
Oh no.
Poisons.
I said the C word. Did I tell you lads that the last 2 episodes we talked about the coronavirus, and both of those videos demonetized? Touch and Tips 21, 22 demonetized because we talked about the
What
coronavirus.
did it say? Like, what did it say exactly?
Just says not suitable for advertisers. But then
Interesting.
YouTube themselves issued a tweet saying that, by the way, coronavirus is not considered advertiser friendly.
Flag word.
Yep.
Flag
So
word.
it was in the title for one of them. I don't think it was in the title for the other one though. So they just
So
picked
it's
it
just
up.
for ads,
So
though.
I just said it there.
basically.
So I've just fucked it. Well, it's not like we get money from the advertisements
Right.
from these videos anyway. Like 2 cents per video, maybe. But you know,
Is that what it is?
adds up. What was it like $1 for 1,000? So what's a few hundred views? Couple of hundred views. Anyway, listen. Let's talk about Zero Caliber. What
Not
do we want to say
enough.
about Zero Caliber? This game is being made by what's their names? Xseed? Xreal, sorry, Xreal. That's the developer's
Where do you
name.
see that? Where did you see that?
Because I scrolled, because there's another thing about them later on. Don't worry about that.
Whoa.
We'll get to us. We'll get to
What did you do?
But basically, they're developing Zero Caliber for the PSVR. There's a port of it coming. And the development is going well. But interestingly, this game is only going to have Move controller support because of the attachment system that they have in this game. So they
I don't know how I
said,
feel about that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that
We've-
at all.
I've made
What?
my feelings very clear about how
What's
I
go-
feel about two-handed
Why
weapons
is
with Move
every
controllers.
game doing one terrible thing to their game?
Well, hold on a sec. We don't know. This game could do many terrible things. We haven't played it yet.
Oh,
All right, let's be
no.
reasonable. It could have a lot of problems. We don't know. We haven't seen any PSVR footage. Everything in this trailer is all PC. I think it's out in PC already, or at least in early
it?
access or something. It has a story kind of a mode to it, and they're working on the multiplayer aspect of it. I think that's what they're working on PC right now. It's not finalized, but yeah, PSVR support. This is kind of one of those games that people are kind of hoping, along with like Alvo, and there's another one, Zero something, Zero Killed, I think it's called. I think it's Zero Killed. It's like a weird, stupid name that doesn't make sense.
I think you're right.
Like this is like the Firewall killers, if you know what I mean. Like the people have hopes for. But if this was aim support only, I'd be a lot happier with that, because the idea, just the thoughts of using two-handed weapons with Move controllers, especially
I hate. That's the other thing I hate too.
PvP.
I hate that.
It's disgusting.
But aim. Just give me aim. If it's a gun game, just give me the aim.
Exactly. That's what we
Why?
want.
Why
That's
not?
What we want,
Why?
you know?
Why?
And
Why?
they're probably going to patch it, because people are going to be like, listen, we want to aim. And they'll be like, oh, we didn't know
want
you
aim.
wanted to aim. We didn't ask anyone.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Zach says missed opportunity with the Move support only. I think so too. I think it shouldn't even have Move support at all. If it's a PvP game, You want to only have the one control type, I think. Aim controller, maybe DualShock 2, because DualShock can be used the same way as an aim and it has all the same buttons and sticks and stuff like that, so that's equal.
What if there is climbing and whatnot, though? That would be weird, climbing with your...
Okay, yeah, well, that's a good point. Like, there is in the trailer, it shows climbing, but I wonder is there going to be climbing in the multiplayer? I'm not sure if there will be.
I don't know.
That could be like story mode only stuff. With no aim support, Firewall will win out, says Deadeye Dan. How are you doing, Deadeye Dan?
Yeah, no aim.
That's aim just feels so much better with two-handed weapons, you know?
Yes, I don't think there's one game that does properly like feel right.
Exactly. Like
with two motion controllers.
Not with move controllers. No, you can't. No. Little Herb Gaming, how you doing? I'm doing good.
It always just even if you try to tilt them too, like even if you try to put one up, one down, anything, like it always messes up.
If you could put like something between them so that they're like stuck in place, maybe that would help. Like the sharpshooter attachment, basically. That could work that way, but then you need to take it out so that you can climb and you can like you got to reload.
Technology.
It's like the argument for this type of thing is that it's more immersive, it's more interactive. You're taking the magazine out of the gun, you're slapping it in. You can have more fun. You can have like goofy fun with it. You know?
That's what makes VR Brigade fun.
Yeah, being goofy.
Because you're panicking. You get panicky.
Panicking in the mannequin. You know.
You get panicking.
But what happens? What happens when you're up against like a squad of other players and like they're just like the Hoon squad, we'll say, and they've got it down. They know how to reload like super fast. They got all the tricks. And you're over here, and there's a bit of a fucking light reflection behind you. Because of that, your magazine, you missed the magazine and the gun because, you know, the gun just shot off to a foot for no reason at all. All of a sudden, you got no bullets in your gun and you're fucked. That would just drive me mad. I wouldn't enjoy that. All right?
No, I don't think anybody would enjoy that.
I don't think so.
No?
But, having said that, is Alvo having move support? I think they like showed a picture of the move controller.
Alvo has move, the aim, I think. I don't know with the controller. Controller maybe, but aim.
Give us moves, the aim, or the kid gets it. Says Ice Goddess Rukia. Basically, that's my outlook on it. Anyway, I'd rather the aim controller. Says Little Herb. Me too. Pete Hawkins says don't need to feel real climbing mechanics in a viewer game. Just move forward and climb. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, there definitely would be ways around as if climbing was like a part of the multiplayer.
Just moving forward. That'd be that's totally. Yep.
But yeah. But the move controller and the aim, they're so different to each other that, like, the aim controller people would have a huge advantage. So if they're like, that's what I'm thinking with Alvo too. Like, unless they have separate lobbies.
The move people.
Yeah, like move people, they can do cooler stuff, kind of. You know, like they can have more interaction with reloads and goofing around and throwing guns and stuff like that.
Now, do the controller people have an up over the aim people?
I think they're level because all the same buttons are there.
Okay.
Although maybe your aiming, like your actual aiming is quicker with an aim controller because it just feels more natural. You know, you're holding it better instead of your two hands like this together. But every time someone asks that, I just say, look at Dion, the director. He was like top 10 with the DualShock 4 for top ages. 10. So, like, you can be good with just that controller, you know. But yeah. Zero kill, like, it does look cool in this footage. Again, as I say, with every PC footage we see, it's like, we don't know it's going to look like this on PSVR. So I'm not going to, you know, sing from the rooftops with hype over this just yet. Decepticon, what do you think? This game is it on your radar?
It needs aim. It needs aim.
Needs
it's
aim?
Be on my radar.
You're not buying it without aim?
Probably not.
What about for the single player? I think, like, single player is fine to have moves.
Meh.
You know? Meh?
Meh.
No?
Meh. Meh.
All right.
Is there like versus? Is there co-op? Anything? Nothing?
I think the PC version has all three. It's like single player, co-op, and PvP. I'm not 100% about PlayStation. Pretty sure PvP will be on PlayStation, but don't know about co-op. I don't think anything's officially been said. I don't think they've mentioned that PSVR version has lost anything.
Just guns,
you know,
aim controllers, and online play. Aim control. Did you see? Speaking of aim controllers, not to get off topic.
Get off topic. But
that Honor and Duty update, that Pro patch.
What? What about it?
Honor and Duty Pro patch is coming out soon. It looks okay. It looks all right.
They showed a trailer for it.
Look all right, and that's got an aim controller.
Now, hold on. Well, when you say it makes it look all right, Compared to what?
Well,
Like,
it's you. You're the graphic snob. I don't have a problem.
look, I'm not a
but
graphic
it's
snob.
not Rec Room anymore. It doesn't look like Rec Room anymore.
Okay, so you're saying it looks like a proper game
looks
now.
classier.
Would you say it looks like a mobile game? Still,
No.
mobile games look pretty good these
It's a
days.
step
You know,
up. It looks.
I'm just
It's
saying.
like a step up.
When's the last time you
like
played
a
a
step
mobile game? You know,
Zero Caliber is a co-op game.
it is co-op. Okay, so it could be fun.
God can't.
Raw data kind of made the moves work. It was a little janky though. But in raw data, were you using two-handed weapons? I only remember using like double handguns, and was there a sword in that game? I can't remember. I think I only played the demo or something.
I only played the demo.
The Amazing LSB. How are you doing? Zero Caliber is a co-op game. Yep, I read that already. Sorry. They are working on servers for PvP. Okay. For the PC version, is that it? Or is it already out in the PC version?
I have
and
no
they're working
idea.
on the PSVR version. Zach Wilder, Honor and Doozy, slightly better than Minecraft now. See, this is what I think. I think you've kind of bigged it up. I'm going to look at a trailer to see this pro patch, and it's going to be like slightly
Well, you're
better.
the graphic
You know,
snob. I'm not the
like
graphic
one of the
snob.
character models is going to have like a stubble now or something like that, and that'll be the
You
difference.
young kids these days, I don't know about you young
Listen,
kids.
I'm not a graphic snob. I played Rec Room. You know, I played Rec Room back in the thick of it, back when, you know, there was adults playing Rec
No
Room.
No Nintendo in
You
your
know.
blood. How does that even happen?
I played Game
How does
Boy.
that
I
happen?
played Game Boy.
Yeah, but that ain't Nintendo.
That is Nintendo.
Atari.
100%
like, you didn't-
Nintendo. No, I wasn't. I didn't exist back in Atari.
That's
What's
what I
on
mean. That's what I'm
Atari?
talking
Pong?
about. That's what I'm talking about.
Pong?
I'm talking about.
Listen, I played
Those
Minesweeper.
Pong,
I played
yes,
Minesweeper. I played
Some
Solitaire.
Kaboom.
I played
What about
Tetris.
some Kaboom? Do you know
I
anything
don't know what
about
the fuck Kaboom is. I don't want to know what Kaboom is.
Do you know about
all right?
Kaboom?
Listen,
Oh, what are you doing?
I know about Metal Gear Solid 1. Tell you about that.
No one knows about Kaboom. Puzzler knows about Kaboom.
I don't know what
Somehow.
that is.
Puzzler's
I
all
don't know
about the
what that is.
Kaboom.
Puzzlers. What are you saying? I remember Metal Gear Solid Snake. He couldn't move his mouth, so his whole head would shake when he was talking, and that's how you'd know he was talking. Every character in that game, it was like, oh, this guy must be talking now because his head is violently shaking. Geisen says Strange Games has clips on how Honor and Doozy looks with the pro patch. Look, I talk a lot of shit about Honor and Doozy. Well, I don't talk a lot of shit, but like I'm not very.
Don't ever talk about it.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't
Don't
really
even
talk
talk
about
about
it. Now, so I guess that's kind of maybe worse than talking shit about it.
I have it.
I have the original. I don't have the new one. But yeah, I gotta give mad props to this guy. What's his name? Reggie.
Yes.
He's stuck with this game. He's always supporting us, and he's like a one-man team.
Yep.
So
Yep.
big respect for that, obviously.
Doing good.
And he's somehow like put like great
Implements all kinds of things
implementation.
Yes.
Like people are like, how is
that's
the
a big
aim?
spicy tidbit.
I don't know what it is about the aim in that game, but it feels more smoother than it is in any other game. I don't know
It's like,
what.
we can't
Maybe
get
like the original
co-op.
one anyway.
Reggie puts 32 co-op.
Chopped had Atari.
32 PvP.
He did have an Atari
16
Chopped.
PvP.
And then you sold it for heroin, didn't you, Chopped? Huh?
Jesus.
Just another hit.
Here we go again.
There's a hit from the spoon, huh?
Here we go
All right,
again.
Chopped. I know what you're like.
We're falling off
Ricky-
topic.
Ricky
Falling
says,
off.
as long as the game is good, I sometimes don't care. As long as the controls aren't annoying. Like, that's fine for like a normal game, where kind of controls are standardized. But VR games, like, you don't know what you're getting. And then you have people with different control schemes. It'd be kind of like people playing mouse and keyboard versus controllers. Like, there's a huge unfair advantage there. But anyway, can we all chip in to get Decepticon a better mic, says DJ Son. Why is everyone talking shit about your mic?
What's
When
this is your mic.
after I
This is
sent you
your
the mic. Like,
This
he's
is
way better
your
now than he
mic.
was.
Yeah,
I know
this
it's
is
stupid.
100
It's stupid
times
that he's
better.
holding it. He needs to get the boom arm.
It's the arm.
So
I gotta
that-
get the arm.
so that he doesn't hold it up all
the
the time
arm.
like this. It's like you're making it look bad. Like, it's not the
Does
best
look
mic.
bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best mic, but I think it's better than what you had. Especially when it's kind of up close to his mouth like that. You can hear every. Give him. Oh, there it is. There it is.
ASMR.
That's the stuff. Can you hear a baby crying in the background? I hope not.
Really?
Yeah. But look, that's fine. I got this time booked. I apologize. What is this? What is this? The viewers are dropping by the second. Decepticon. What are you doing? Zero Caliber. I think we're done talking about Zero Caliber.
Next topic.
Fireplace
Stop it.
Jordan, or just Jordan, as he's known to his friends, which, I count myself among his friends. Decepticon, you call him Fireplace Jordan, though.
No, he's my friend, so I call him Jordan.
Chop says he likes the Death Star, Mike. There we go. Me too, Stap. Rookie is getting too excited, Decepticon, by your moist sounds. Decepticon,
Too much moisture for the chat.
I've just put up a picture of Greg Miller on the screen. Greg Miller of Kind of Funny Games. Now, this is a very quick topic I just want to mention. These guys, Kind of Funny, along with Upload Viewer, I watched the stream, but basically Sony contacted both of them, and Sony said, hey, why don't you guys play Firewall? So Sony's like trying to promote Firewall, so Upload Viewer streamed themselves. So David Jagneau, Greg Miller, the other dude from Kind of Funny versus First Contact Entertainment Developers. So they did like a stream like for a couple of hours last night. Not newsworthy, although maybe they said something. I didn't watch the whole stream. I just saw the beginning. But it's kind of cool that Sony are kind of, well, it's not proper promotion, but Greg Miller is kind of a famous face, I would say. So him playing Firewall, pushing it a little bit, maybe that's going to do something for us, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, just good for exposure, really. That's all I want to say about this. Just very quick. You can tell it's a slow news week. Anthony, you want to say? Do you know Greg Miller, Decepticon? Are you?
Oh yeah, me and him are pals.
Yeah, good pals.
He comes over.
Brian knows him. Brian Paul knows him.
Does he?
Remember, he was in their Game Awards show. He did like a category. He read it out.
Do they know each other?
I guess. Well, how else could he have possibly got that? Greasing's moist one, says Danny. How you doing, Danny? I hope you're moist too. Kind of. I'm pretty sure you're young though.
He's lying.
Not too
It's
moist.
all an act.
Anyway, more interesting topic, or a more meaty topic. Sanzaru Games. Meaty. All right. What do you know about Sanzaru Games?
I don't know nothing. I do know that they made Asgard's Wrath, though.
That's because you read the notes.
What?
That's because you just read the notes.
What are you talking
I'm going to
about?
stop. I'm going to cut you off from these notes. I'm cutting you off from these notes.
Are you kidding me? What do you mean?
These guys used to make Sly Cooper games. Sly Cooper? Did you ever play those? I never played them, but they're kind of like Crash Bandicoot type. Well, not.
Yeah, I know what they are, but I didn't play them.
More Jack and Daxter, I suppose. Super nice guy, says God Cannon. Were you talking to him, God Cannon? That was really impressive.
He hangs out with them too. See, we all hang out
together,
except for you.
Well, one day I'll be swinging. I'll be swinging with the big dicks.
I already told him to avoid you.
All right, okay.
I already told him to avoid you.
Fine. I'm canceling this channel once again. I'm canceled this time for real. Anyway, Sanzaru Games. They made Asgard's Wrath, which was like maybe should have been Game of the Year. It didn't win Game of the Year, but so many people praised it. It was like all the big companies or review outlets, IGN, GameSpot, all those kind of places, they reviewed it. That's kind of how big it was. Got great scores, 9 out of 10. People called it like the first AAA VR game. They've been bought, Decepticon, by
terrible news.
Mark
the worst
Zuckerberg.
News ever. I saw as soon as I read that, I was like, are you kidding me?
Zuck strikes again.
So we're never seeing that one.
We're never seeing that
one.
But God knows what else we want to see. They're probably going to make more cool shit,
Beat Saber is like a big thing of that, right? Don't they own something with Beat? Does Facebook have anything to do with Beat Saber?
They bought the studio.
Okay.
Beat Saber or Beat
so
Studio?
We still have Beat Saber though.
But they bought Beat Saber after it released on PSVR.
Oh boy. I think. Okay. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Danny Parker asks, any more No Man's streams?
It's probably bad.
Any No Man's Sky streams lined up? You still need that copper, lol. Oh man, I'm getting angry thinking about that copper. Why'd you remind me about the copper? I don't want to know about that copper. But yeah, we'll play No Man's Sky again at some point. We'll probably play creative mode so that we won't get too mad.
Yes. Right.
Or the permanent death mode, which I think we should do. I've been wanting us to do that for months. For months I've been wanting that. Zach Wilder.
Permanent death mode. So it's like the game that we just played, but then with death, and then that's it.
Yeah, but that's what makes it thrilling.
Bad idea.
We'll have to watch each other's backs. We'll be like terrified of storms, and it'll be fun.
It'll be the most boring, scary thing we've ever played.
We'll let the people decide in Discord what they want to see, creative or permanent death. Zach says yes, we need another No Man's Sky stream. I want to see one of those new gross bioships. Apparently they're not all that great. You got to grow them, and then there's like tentacles inside the cockpit or something.
You have to take care of that thing too. Like
Yeah,
you have to
like
water
Tamagotchi.
it, and give it light.
It's a
and,
Tamagotchi that you can get inside.
It's too much.
Just like
it's
Decepticon
too much.
always
Can
dreamed.
I just play the game? Can I just please play the game?
Ice Goddess Rukia says, really? Zuck, awful. Exactly. Mark Zuckerberg strikes again.
Disgusting. Buying all the things. Buying all the things.
Like, I'm not too pushed right now because it's not like Sanzaru ever made a PSVR game. But what worries me is that they're buying a lot of studios lately. Who are they going to buy next? First Contact Entertainment? You know?
That'd be awful.
If they get First Contact Entertainment,
That's
you're just going to see my feet swinging back and forth on the camera. That's all you're going to see. What's a strict Sony label?
First Contact. That's probably.
Well, you'd imagine that because of Firewall, but
yeah.
Where's Solaris going?
Or unless Facebook throws the money on the table, like,
but now
hey,
they're
Hess.
like they got like a close
that money.
they got a close relationship with Oculus. When they revealed Solaris, it was like, oh, we're coming to Oculus first, Oculus and Rift or whatever. But Oculus be like, hey, these guys are good. These are talented guys.
What an upset would that be? Then we'd have to all buy pieces.
Man.
We'd all have to switch over.
We would. Like Firewall support be like, goodbye.
That
We're not
would be
supporting this
terrible.
anymore. And then they'll make like a Firewall spiritual successor, like Rift
But that'd
only
be
or
easier on
something.
my wallet because then I could just buy the PC and the PC headset instead of the PC headset and the PS5 and PS5 headset.
So, you're planning on getting PC headset anyway?
Probably. I mean, why?
Okay.
Why not?
Right.
At this point,
You're getting all that Alvo money, then you might as well.
Jimbo knows about that.
Jimbo's here. Oh, let me read Pete's comment. Oh, Pete's comment's gone. Can you read Pete's comment?
Where is it at? Where's it at?
Just over Jimbo's.
I really don't like No Man's Sky, but I'd like if you guys are playing. It's just fly, mine, blast, fly, and repeat over and over.
It kind of is, yeah. Basically. Jimbo says, remember the rumors of exclusive Ubisoft titles for Oculus? What up, by the way? How are you doing, Jimbo? I've heard some rumors about that.
Yeah,
I think
we were talking about that too.
Keep them ears open.
Then the newest one version headset that whatever they pump out is probably definitely going to be like you have to sign in the Facebook to use it.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
The Zuck. He's got us again. He's got us again. Was that Terrell Carter who commented there, I think? How are you doing, Terrell? Mr. Jackpot's getting moist. How are you, Jackpot? Danny Parker says, the Living Ship update is really cool. To be fair, there's a whole new set of biotech upgrades and weapons for them. More reasons to grind up. Is grinding fun?
No. We actually talked about this. Me and Jimbo were talking about this because he was talking about the Death Stranding, about how the gameplay is in that.
Okay.
And how that is. It's like, it's kind of the same kind of thing.
I kind of enjoyed Death Stranding.
And he says the same thing. And it's kind of how I saw Pixel Ripped as well. It's enjoying, but there's a part of it where you're just like, this is
like, it's a grind.
Very boring kind of. Grindy kind of.
It was like in Death Stranding, it was like deliberate kind of. Like it was supposed to be a struggle, if you know what I mean. And then
right.
It kind of went along with the story of the game. I know we're way off topic with Sanzaru right now, but we're talking about grinding No Man's Sky. But No Man's Sky then is kind of like, you need 5 of these things to build this thing. If you want to build this thing, you need 20 of these things. You need 20 of these things. You want to make this thing, and you need another 50 of those things over there. You know, it goes on and on and on. It's like,
rain's happening. Get hide. You better hide. Look, your oxygen just ran out.
All the while, there's still no giant space worms.
No battery on your ship. Can't go nowhere. Ran out of power.
It looks like DICE is speaking into the Death Star. A lot of people saying that. Rukia says Zuck is the only person I can safely say is probably not entirely human. I think Pete Hawkins knows exactly what he is. Don't you, Pete? Danny Parker says, see, I'm a Death Stranding fan too. Not long finished it. Ha! Thank you, Danny Parker. It was a good game.
I like how you did that. I like how you did the ha.
Well, that's how he did it.
Put some excitement into it.
I have a connection with my viewers. You know, I just know, I know how they're typing.
Okay.
But yeah. But
who will he steal next? Though? That is a good question.
That's the question.
That's a terrible question because it's scary. Because he's got a lot of money. Like I said, he's like McMahon. He's smelling the money. Yeah, smells real good.
Like you got to look at what are the best PSVR games. So look at like Farpoint, Impulse Gear. Sony don't own Impulse Gear. He could go after them next. You know.
Any of them. They're all
All
prime.
the high quality
They're
ones, he
all
could just go,
prime.
boom, you're mine. And look at the amount of money Facebook has. He could have any of them. He could have any of them that are willing to sell.
Scary. That's why it's scary.
It's terrifying. Pete says No Man's Sky, thousands of planets with fuck all to do on them.
And don't get me wrong, I'd love to
mine.
have a Quest or an Oculus headset or any of that stuff. But man, I don't want to have it to log in to anything.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, you know what's going on. You don't want the Zuck having your information, you degenerates. You dirty little C word. Ice God Sergio says, at least Pete doesn't have open staring eyes that are trying not to blink vertically. I think Pete needs to lick his eyeballs to moisten them. That's the word in the street that I've heard.
Licking them.
But what was I going to say? But yeah, what are the studios?
You don't know what you're going to say.
The Super Hot Studio? What's the name of them?
No, don't
he could snatch them up.
Don't do that to me.
He could snatch some.
Dreams.
Basically,
he grabs up Dreams.
Well, he can't do that. That's owned by Sony, so they would never do this. So he can't touch Sony London. So Blood and Truth is safe. Dreams is safe. But who else is making Sony Japan, Astrobot? They're safe. But that's basically it, you know.
That's it.
They're of the ones who've made VR games. Like obviously,
right.
maybe next gen,
the big times.
Sony are going to start rolling out like a Naughty Dog VR team.
No dollar
stuff
dues
like that.
for Facebook, Jimbo says.
They have enough dollar dues.
And that's the thing too. It's like then your dollary dues, you're giving them more dollary dues.
And you're giving them your information. And so I'd say your information is more valuable to him than any amount of money.
What is going on?
He's going to be detecting your heart rate. He's going to be knowing what games you're playing, for how long you're playing them, and all this kind of shit, you know? He's going to be uploading that into his advertising machine.
I just learned a fact, too, about owning companies. There used to be a law. It was like 777. You could own like 7 TV stations, 7 radio stations, and something else like
really?
that.
Is that
and
like
now
no longer a thing?
Now it's like 12, 12, 12. Well, for the States.
Okay.
Now it's like 12, 12, 12. But then it changed again, and I'm pretty sure it's like whatever you want now.
Well, how do you quantify like a gaming company? Like, does that fall under?
I don't know.
12, 12, 12, or
I have no idea how.
Or like
how
a website
that's going to work out.
You know?
That works. If that's part of that.
Oh, Zach Wilder made a good point. Insomniac is owned by Sony now too. I imagine. I bet he was looking at Insomniac and he was like, with his fucking reptile, he's getting his tongue up here, moistening his eyeball. He's like, fucking Stormlands. And what else did they make for VR? They made some other VR game too, but Stormlands is the only one I can think of.
How about that Stormlands info?
Yeah.
You want to fall into that now?
I have no Stormlands info, so maybe you do. But
was that what I tweeted? Didn't I send you that tweet today? Weren't they working?
What?
They said they're going to make something towards it.
I did not see that tweet.
Oh, what was that? I sent that to you.
I did not see anything like that.
I don't know if I can bring that
for
up
Stormlands.
now.
Are you sure it's Stormlands? Insomniac?
What was it? It was something.
Kiwi says he bought Rockstar GTA 6 VR Oculus. Can you imagine? I'd buy it. I don't care. I'd save up for the PC.
I don't care.
I'd get the Oculus. I'd make 20 Facebook accounts for Zuck, whatever. Like GTA 6 in VR? Come on. Who wouldn't?
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
I think you're just tripping.
Incorrect.
Are you junkie? Decepticon? Are you junkie?
Incorrect.
Making
Actually, I don't know. Why? There's stuff that didn't load there either. I can't look at it while this is all going.
Yeah. Okay.
This is too much.
Interesting.
Too much overload.
But yeah, this is getting scary. But I'm all for competition. You know, I'm like, when Sony bought Insomniac, I was like, nice, good for us, you know. So obviously, Oculus and Rift, all that kind of shit, they can do that too. And in the long run, it might create like more competition, which is better for us. But right now, it's kind of scary. Just think of, you know, your favorite game. The developers could be snatched.
Who's next?
Like a baby, like a baby from the cradle.
His ass waiting in the corner, like smelling money.
Like, of all your favorite PlayStation VR games, how many of them are made by Sony-owned studios? I'm guessing like less than 5%. Well, 10%, 20%.
I wonder if he's already thrown numbers at people. Has he already thrown numbers at people?
Oh, you better believe he's sniffing.
You know,
like they're going balls deep. I'm like, fair play to him for not like giving up already. So other people would have given up, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to buy some studios.
He knew.
I say him,
he knows
but like,
VR,
is it him?
VR,
is he making this decision, or is he got like people underneath him doing this?
Up. It's a thing that's just going to keep going up. So anyone buying it's a wise decision. Like even stocks, it's probably smart for all of us to buy into stocks as well. We're all just sitting here
talking about it. We believe in it so much, we'll make a
It's all
podcast and
gonna
stuff
go
like
up.
that, but we're not going to actually
All
invest
gonna
in it
go
or
up.
anything like that.
Right. Correct.
But yeah. I don't do VR, so my frictional is Dave. Says Rukia. What?
What?
My frictional is safe. Who's friction? Is frictional a studio? I think it might be. What do they make?
I don't know. I don't know. any of the
Frictional
names of people
Studios.
that come
Sounds
through.
familiar.
I'm terrible
Drunk
with that shit.
says Sony VR games are still so limited due to their tracking system. Yes, they are. And like every month, they kind of feels more and more dated. Like you feel like, okay, this is hardware from 2013. You know.
You see all the cool stuff on PC. Then you see all the hand stuff that's coming out too. You're like, what is going
It's crazy.
on?
It's crazy. But look, we just got to bide our time.
Yo-yos.
We just got to bide our time. I saw the yo-yo thing.
Fingerboards.
Yeah.
What was the other thing? Fingers on fingers?
Yeah. That was weird. Just opening up the hand and there's more hands in the
I
fingers.
saw one where it was like objects, where you could spell out a word and it would make like an object of some kind or
That's
something
pretty
like that. You could pull apart the words. It looked wild.
That does look cool. But look, I think we're going to get that. We just have to be patient. They make horror games. Yes, there we go. That's why that sounds familiar. They didn't make the sequel though, did they? Machine for Pigs. They only did the original, I think. We need release days info for Solaris. We ain't got none, Mr. Jack.
Solaris, not quiet.
Nothing. Very quiet. We know it's coming 2020, and we know it's coming to PC before
Everything's
it comes
quiet
to
at the moment.
PSVR. I'm imagining it's going to come first half of 2020. Unless
something soon.
unless it's
I
been
imagine
delayed,
we're going to
like.
see something soon, like
Yeah.
some gameplay at least, something.
They made only
sure.
a few games, but I loved them. Okay. But look, we all have our favorites. I think Amnesia would be great in VR. There is a game that would be great in VR.
What's that?
Amnesia.
Yeah, that would be good.
And maybe Mark Zuckerberg is going to be like, hey, that could be good in VR, Rukia. It'd be an awful shame if I bought Frictional Games. Huh?
Sends DM, slides into your DM with that.
Yeah. Hey, Rukia, it's me again. Go away.
It's me, Zuck,
Go
Zuck.
away, Zuck. You dirty reptile.
Zucky.
The new Half-Life game has me really considering getting a PC. There we go. I hope that's what's going on with like millions of people around the world right now.
That's Jimbo's decision too.
Yeah. Okay. So like this is a big moment for VR. Like, well, not now, but when Half-Life releases next month, which is almost here. We're almost in March.
If I had the moolah, that'd be my
You'd be
decision
all over us.
too.
Exactly. Yeah. Same here. If I had the money, I get it. Obviously, you need the PC and everything. It's a big investment, but like there's so many huge Half-Life fans out there.
It's not
man.
heavy.
I know.
Light. It's actually pretty light.
I know Mark Zuckerberg. He's probably looking at Half-Life Alyx. He's like, blah, blah. I'd like to get some of that. You know, his tongue. He snaps at a fly. A fly buzzes by his head. He eats that shit up, and he's like, let's buy Valve. That's what he'll do next. Let's buy Valve.
I don't know. I think what's his name has complete. He knows that he's in his own empire.
Mr. Jackpot asks, will Solaris release on Quest? I think they confirmed Quest. Remember, Hess was wearing the Quest headset. Like he came on one of the streams while we were restreaming
he
it.
had something on.
It was like a tease. I'm pretty sure it's coming to Quest.
Yeah. Something.
Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong though. Geisen, if he's still there, Geisen knows everything.
Geisen is a smart man.
Everything. David Segerson says what we need is some VR fighting games, full games. You mean like beat 'em ups like Tekkens and stuff?
That'd be cool.
Apparently the Valve Index is still back ordered though.
But it'd be terrible for PlayStation. A fighting game, like we'd have to stand directly face forward.
I couldn't do that in this setup. I wouldn't be able to.
And yeah, you'd need a hell of a setup. And then we'd also need feet bracelets for that. So yeah, maybe we gotta push that.
Not with the feet again. No, thank you. Please, no.
It's a great idea.
Rukia says, I just beat chapter 2 and been watching fan videos. I love the fan base. Gorgeous. Freeman is top notch. I never even... I have Half-Life 2, but I got it like nearly 10 years. It was 10 years old. I was like, this game is old and trash. I'm not playing this.
See, you are... you're a graphic snob. You are the graphic
But if
snob.
I played it at the time, I would have been amazed, I'm sure. But look, everything that's good about that game...
is incredible.
Yeah,
the
but
story is
everything
so good.
about... The story?
The story,
I thought it was all about the physics engine in that game.
Oh, no. Are you kidding
The main
me?
character doesn't even talk. Doesn't even
What?
talk. He doesn't even talk. Zach Wilder says apparently the Valve Index is still backordered. Yes. That's a good point. I think because is this to do with the coronavirus? Oh, the C word. I said the C word again.
Oh,
God damn
you
it.
did it.
Demonetized.
It's
Double demonetized.
So why would you say the word?
Street Fighter, Tekken. You're saying for fighting games like no, I wouldn't want fighting games like you were saying, Decepticon.
What?
So yeah, what David Segerson says there, he says, and no, I mean even from the side views. So like what
He
Tekken
wants a
did.
third person. He wants a third person.
That's what I want too. I don't want a first person fighter. Like where it's tracking
You
your
don't-
legs and shit. Where you,
want
I have to do the
bracelets on your
spinny.
feet?
I have to do a
Kick
fire spinny
in
kick
real life?
myself in real life. No,
Kick
thank
little
you.
kids sit
I'll do
around.
a
you
dragon
know what I mean?
uppercuts in
Kids
real
your
life. No.
lives.
And what Tekken did,
Jesus.
but yeah, I don't know
The
why.
house
I
destroy
don't
your
know why
houses.
Tekken isn't fully in VR. It should be. It's crazy to me that it's not. Like at least like the arcade mode or something like that. It's ridiculous. That game is such a like I love Tekken 7 flat, but the VR mode is so trash.
I heard that. I heard it's pretty trash.
It's just like wasted potential. They were just so lazy when the way they went about it. Like they just wanted like Sony made a deal with them. They took the money. Like here you go. Here's your fucking VR mode. Now give us that cash, bitch. Half-Life 2 looks good in my opinion, even for its age. I was running it on a shitty laptop though. That's the thing. So maybe if I had a proper, like maybe on this laptop it would be better. This is a few years
I don't know
ago.
about that.
All right.
Graphics knob.
You know what?
What was that noise?
That's the noise I make when we're moving on to another topic, Decepticon.
Yeah,
we're
are
talking
you
about
okay
a new
after that
topic.
noise?
No, I'm not okay.
I know.
Ice Goddess
Get it
Ricky
checked
says a Tekken game with VR leg bracelets may get people to work out. But look, in terms of being an actual good game, like it would be impossible to do some of these moves that they do in Tekken. Like it would just be boring kicks. Like I can, like in real life, I can punch left, I can punch right. I can't do a
I'd
cool
love
spinny
to
kick.
See you do like a spin
I can't
kick
do
in
like
VR.
I can't do
Oh
a
my
sweep. I
God,
can't do a leg
please make
sweep.
that.
You know?
Someone make
I
leg
don't know how to do a
things so I can
roundhouse,
watch
you know?
all of this.
No, give us straight.
Roundhouse.
Zach Wilder. What did you say?
I can't do a roundhouse.
Exactly, I can't. Give us Strike and Vipers already.
Didn't expect.
That's
it
just
to
gay.
be.
Gay romance is what you're looking for, Zach Wilder.
Oh
You can
man,
get that. You can probably get that right now.
striking vipers. Ah,
Pete Hawkins says, "Remember the fight game for the PS camera and moves? That game fucking hurt me." Says Pete
What's
Hawkins. For the PS camera and moves. Oh, I think I remember wanting it, but I only ever had one move controller back for PS3, and you needed two for that game.
Oh, the
I can't
fight.
remember. It was a fight.
I have
Oh,
that.
was it the fight?
I have that.
You have
and
that?
yes,
Okay.
it is. It's exhausting.
Was it good though?
It was cool. It was
Okay.
real cool.
All right.
It was kind of like the Gladiator game that came with that sports
I love
thing.
the Gladiator game. You could play that one move, so I was happy with that.
That game was so good.
David Ferguson says, "Can control your legs with buttons." No, thank you. So I got a whole 2 move controllers and somehow control my legs at the same time. No, thank you. No, not going to happen. Back on PS3, yeah, I remember that game.
Oh no,
I remember
Mr.
wanting
Bits
that
up.
game. Oh, God,
no.
not this shit
Oh,
again.
no.
Not this
He
shit
might
again.
actually jump up here.
Hey,
Come
listen,
here.
we're talking about Freediver, Triton Down, Decepticon.
Are
This
we?
is a
That
game
came out of
by
nowhere.
Archaeact. It did come
What a
out of nowhere.
surprise.
It was ridiculous.
What a surprise.
I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning was behind this for
Is this your
Archaeact.
kind of game?
Like, why did they drop this with no marketing, no hype? Like, they didn't reveal us at an event. They're just like, hey, it's out now. Games like LA Noire can get away with that because LA Noire is like a big, well-known brand. But this, I don't know. Like, apparently it's a good game. Apparently it's been on PC already and it was good there and it's kind of good on PSVR too. But who knows about it, you know? Pete Hawkins says, was epic game but couldn't wipe my ass for a week due to injuries. Good game, says
wants to talk to
PSVR
him
Underground God Cannon. What'd you say? Oh shit, there's a cat.
Mr. Bits wants to talk to
There's a cat.
everybody.
1 second, let's have a look at this cat.
Go ahead, Mr. Bits. Tell them. Tell the world what you need.
He looks
Tell
wired.
them you're mine. He is wired.
You feeding
Tell
him
them
coffee?
what's on your mind.
You just give him a bowl of coffee before you start?
He's a wise
He's
old
gone.
man.
He's gone.
Listen
I can't
to
see
him.
him.
He vanished. He's sitting
Still
on my
your
lap now.
All right. Well, I'm distracted
Sitting on
now.
my
It's
lap.
the cat
Now he's
here.
biting my arm. He's biting my arm. He jumped
I'm
away.
bleeding. He's got an
Take
He
your
got the
arms over
archery.
now.
He got
He's
an
got
archery.
my arm.
Pete Hawkins says, loved Eye of Judgment for the PSI on PS3. I bought loads of cards. Were those cards expensive?
Yes, but then there was a point where that was another thing where you could just basically download the PDF of them and print them out, and that would work
okay.
under the camera.
Yeah, you'd know about that. You dirty C word. You dirty ratchet bitch, Decepticon.
Oh man, I used to play the shit out of that game though. That was real fun.
Was that online?
It's a good game. No, but playing it with people in the room that game was super fun.
I see.
Good game.
I still want Subnautica VR on PSVR, says David Segerson, and the reason he's saying that is because we're talking about Freediver, Triton, down, Decepticon.
All right. Didn't you already say that?
Yeah, kind of, but like I feel like we skipped over it very quick, you know? We started talking about cats.
It's
you
swim in the ocean, you check out things, you pick things up, you swim around with them, you put them in things.
You gotta survive it. Apparently it's a short enough
check
game.
It out.
From what I hear.
$15.
I saw a little bit of gameplay where you're swimming around, but you kinda grab air things with your move controller and you can breathe in that way. That's kinda cool. But I saw a comment on Reddit today when I was browsing, and there was somebody who said, here's a great idea for this game. Play it, but instead of looking at your breath meter and stuff like that, just hold your breath in real life and play it that way. I'm like,
what if you pass out?
He's like, you shouldn't need to hold your breath for longer than a minute, according to this guy, in the game, before you can like get yourself some air somewhere. But I think that kind of sounds cool. Imagine adding to the immersion. You know, if you want the ultimate immersion,
wear a scuba helmet. You wear a big scuba mask.
Stick your head in a bowl of water. Get a scuba mask. You know, do it.
Play in a shower. Play in the tub. You know, have the game hooked up in the bathroom.
Make a mess.
You know.
But yeah, not really else. I didn't even bother like asking the developers to get a copy of this because I didn't really know what it was until it came out. I'm not sure if I will either. Like, I might pick it up. I might buy it. It looks pretty good. What are you thinking about this one, Decepticon?
Looks like one that'll probably make me sick.
Well, you pass out equals... This would make you sick?
Probably.
Swimming?
This looks like because you're like, you know what I mean? You're slowly turning every direction.
Okay, I see.
It's basically space.
That could mess with your stomach. It's basically space. All right. But you're actually moving your hands to swim, aren't you?
That does look cool.
That might help with your like brain, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Pete
that's
Hawkins
true.
says, "Get my missus to." All right, I'm not going to read that one. Not going to read that one. Renfield Lice, how you doing, Pete? You're a dirty little C word, Pete. Always talking about sex. Speaking of
always
sex,
right there. Always goes right there.
Speaking of sex, Decepticon.
All right.
The Xbox Series X. Series X. Series X. Do you like that?
Where's Christopher Hart?
Come on, Chris.
This will be his favorite topic.
Chris. He'll pop up. He'll pop in out of nowhere. He can hear us.
Like,
he heard
why who's talking about Xbox? PlayStation people talking about Xbox right now?
What is this?
What's going on?
What is this? You can't see the Well, you can kind of see the details behind the chat, but whatever. We'll just read them out. Earlier on in the week, Microsoft dropped the bombshell on the specs for the Xbox Series X. 12 teraflops, Decepticon. 12 of them.
Whoa.
Can you count that many? For reference, the Xbox One X is 6 teraflops. All right? Decepticon blows chunks equals fish food. What does that mean?
It's disgusting. The fish will come and eat it. That's what happens.
What fish? Oh, in the game.
Fish
Right,
in the ocean.
right. Sorry. I've already moved on. I've already moved on.
Brain.
We're on a new topic.
Dan,
all right?
this is what
It's a
happens.
new topic.
You drop jokes to smooth brains.
It just slides right off, you know? There's no wrinkles in my brain, so I can't grip it. There's no grip. That's what the problem is.
Just splash.
It's all wet and lubricated and slippy as well.
Cats are fighting. Jesus,
Anyway.
what's going on?
Anyway, Decepticon.
He's wired. Mr. Bits is wired.
This is not an Xbox channel. We talk about PlayStation VR. So why are we talking about this? Because, this kind of asks some questions about PS5. See, I think the fact that they say 12 teraflops, the fact that they're bragging about that, makes me think that they're 100% sure that the PS5 does not have that many teraflops. Or else PS5 would be like, hey, we got 13 teraflops, you know? And then all of a sudden 12 looks like trash, you know? So I think they know what they're doing within 12 teraflops. The nickname for my
matters though? Does hard drive space matter? Is that what matters on a system?
That's not hard drive space. That's like computing power or whatever. For
Oh,
like,
that's the compute.
that's the horsepower.
I thought that was
Right?
the
That's
hard
some
drive.
of it. That's not everything. It's not all about teraflops. It's about like performance and efficiency as well, which apparently these new Navi 2 chips are gonna provide and all this kind of shit. I'm not big into PC technical knowledge, so I'm kind of just going by what I've heard other places. But apparently, PlayStation, if they use like a Navi chip and have less teraflops, the efficiency can make up for the difference, if you know what I mean. Like, even if there's less teraflops, they can still make it up in other areas, so it's not definitely whatever. Tiny flop. Pete's penis is called teraflop. Chop says PS5 has 10, I believe. Flop. That's the rumor is 9 point something, apparently. There was a rumor for the Xbox from the same dude, and he did say 12, and it's turned out to be 12, so maybe that's proved him right, or maybe it was just a lucky guess. But right now, nobody really knows for 100% sure what the PS5 has. People are guessing 9, 10, Chop says. I've heard somebody say 14, I think, as well, but I feel like that's probably Chris.
Shit.
That's probably Chris Hart with his sock accounts on Twitter, tagging them Twitter or them Xbox boys.
Hey, Xbox boys.
14 teraflops. How do you like that?
14 floppies.
I don't think they'll be able to price the sex at 500. See, the thing is, it's Microsoft. They can afford to take a hit, I think, more than Sony can. They got like infinite money. They got infinite money.
Correct.
But will they? Not.
They're another Zucky. They're another Zucky.
Decepticon, I missed Geison's comment. Could you read that for me?
Geison says PS5 will have more RAM.
Well, have they revealed the RAM on the Xbox there? Is that one of the things? I don't think they have said anything about RAM.
I don't know.
The amount of us.
I don't know.
But apparently the phones... What's Jimbo saying? Sorry.
The new consoles have custom SSDs. Curious about how extra storage is going to work.
Apparently the SSDs in the consoles, at least the PlayStation one, is supposedly faster than what you can get in the PC SSDs right now.
And that's what I think is the turn on at the moment.
Oh yeah, you turned on Decepticon.
Like that SSD speed.
Oh, solid state drive Decepticon. Solid state.
When people said that, people were like, "Oh shit!" flipping out of their chairs.
My teraflop is getting Terra solid right now. It's internet. It's internet solid state.
See, when you said teraflop originally, I thought that was just like a gigabit word. I thought that was just like a big
I just made that up. I just made that up on the spot.
And I thought that was like for terabytes. That's why it was like 12 terabytes. Is that what he's saying?
Rookie just says that sounds like a fake word. Zach says, so Sony should be able to undercut them on price pretty easily. But according to rumors from Bloomberg, Sony are having trouble keeping the price of their console down. Apparently it's costing them $470 per console. That's just the console. That's not including marketing and packaging and all that kind of shit that's going to add on to that cost. So don't be surprised if PS5 is $500
hold on. I'm not going to say the C word, but what if the C word holds it up?
Well, that's another thing.
Then it boosts it. It has to like make costs go up because production's slowed down.
Will they just like halt production until they can get it up and running again?
I don't know.
But then there's the trouble without even the C word. We're talking about mobile phones over there. Apparently the next Samsung is like the S20. That's
everything.
That's going to have 12 gigs of RAM in that thing, in a phone. So that's like there's a huge demand for this NAND memory or RAM or whatever it is. And it's like, they're like hotcakes over there. So it's Sony, Microsoft, Samsung, all these phone companies, they're all fighting over this one resource over in China. Meanwhile, they're all contending with the C word, The
C word.
The COVID. The COVID-19, Can I say COVID-19? Is that politically correct?
I don't know. Probably not. Flag word.
Banned again.
Flag word.
The liquid cooling for PS5 getting moist. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's liquid cooling. I've heard they've got some kind of cool.
Take it apart. Water's going to spray you in the face. That's going to be the end of that.
Renfield says likely will be DASA and Blue Western Digital. Likely will be DASA and Blue. What's he mean? Like the companies?
Likely will be Data and Blue Western Digital.
Are those Chinese companies that are like producing components?
Blue Western. But data, I don't know. I guess the means the data itself. I don't know. I don't know.
Explain yourself. Explain
We're
yourself
just a couple of
right
smooth
now.
brains here, all right? Why are there all these questions? Whoa. Keep going.
Whoa.
Keep reading.
Just
There's too many questions.
Just a couple of guys over here, all right? Don't talk to us about stuff. Don't tell us about stuff. All right?
We don't know anything here. Right? This is the show for
Exactly.
knowledge.
But look, Decepticon, are you expecting the PS5 to be less powerful than the Xbox?
No.
And if it is,
No.
would you be upset by that? Or would you just be happier that it's going to be better regardless?
I
You know,
just think it'll be
like,
better anyway.
let's
Normally.
say it's 9 terabytes, which is what
It's
some
always
of the rumors
kind of
are
on
saying.
par. They're both always on par. It's like, all right, okay.
Yeah,
What
but
kind
like,
of games you
I
got?
would
Who's
point
got the
to-
better games?
Exactly.
That's what really
Exactly.
matters.
Look at the Xbox One X right now. That's way more powerful than the Pro. It's like it's got 2 flops on it, I think.
I don't
Maybe,
care
maybe
what
3
you got
flops.
on it. If you got a bunch of lame-o games,
Exactly.
like, what's the point? What's the
PS4
point?
has God of War. God of War looks amazing. Is there anything that looks that good on the Xbox?
What are the
you know?
new Resident Evils going to look like on the new system?
Oh, man.
What's that new
Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil
8?
in VR
Resident Evil
look like on
8?
that new system, in that
Ooh.
new headset?
Sasa 3.
I know y'all just got moist right there. I moistened the room up with that.
Oh, will likely be Sasa 3 and Blue Western Digital. Is that what he meant? I don't know what Blue Western
Probably.
Digital is. David Segerson says, I'm expecting PS5 has VR and Xbox doesn't, so Sony wins. But I'm expecting Xbox to be built
Probably
in
make
such a
one
way.
of the things compatible.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So they're like,
Definitely.
at
Why
some
would
point
they
in the
not?
future, if VR takes off, they'll be able to get in there. So they'll make it like possible.
Why
you
would
know?
they not? It's basically a PC.
It's certainly powerful enough by these specs to run like high fidelity VR. Pete Hawkins says it's like they were waiting for Xbox to release their info so Sony can add extra shit in the PS5 to beat it. Possible, but
Who knows?
yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
New headset asks JD Max the Gamecast. I think we're a couple of years away from that at least. At least 2 years away. 30 teraflops, says JD Max.
30.
How much would that cost? That's a $1,000 console right there. At least.
Too much. Too much.
The Son of Rome is a good game, says
Never played.
Alexis Diaz. Is that Rise, Son of Rome? I thought that was like a mediocre launch game with repetitive combat and shit. Zach Wilder says Uncharted 4, Detroit Become Human are some of the best looking games I've ever played. Exactly. Uncharted 4 looks amazing, as does Detroit. So like Horizon looks amazing for an open world game. God of War
Uncharted
looks
was
amazing.
real good, too.
Every PlayStation exclusive looks really good. Last of Us 2 is looking amazing. Ghost of Tsushima looks class, like a painting. JD Max says 30 teraflops, backward compatible, but still has regular moves. I don't think JD Max is being serious when he's talking to us, and we don't like that. JD Max, we're going to talk
Max.
serious talk
JD
around
Max,
here,
He's
right?
talking about. He's being maximum,
He's been minimum right now.
maxed out.
He's
maxed out.
been real minimum right now, if you ask me.
Ooh,
30,
ouch.
35 flip flops of power. Flippity flops. But yeah, so what's Sony going to do next? When are we going to hear about the
Mr. Fitz is
PS5?
making noise again.
Fuck these cats.
Who
Alright,
knows?
put them down.
Who
put
knows?
these fucking cats down. If you ever interrupt me to talk
You
about
know,
your
come on
goddamn
the
cats
show
again, I'll
Come
kill
here,
them.
Mr. Fitz. What
I'll
you gotta
hunt them
say?
down.
Come here.
I'll
Come on.
release the C
Let's
word.
talk on the show.
The C word,
Let's
the
have a-
coronavirus
let's
is
interview
inside
him.
the microphone.
He'll be
I
the
put
new
the corona,
guest.
the corona's in the mic. Alright?
Oh, you said the C.
I'm going to say it. Alright? I'm going to say
You
it. I
said
don't care.
multiple
I'm going to say it as many times as I need to. You're just going to see, this is going to be some men come behind me. You'll just see some hands coming from the side of the frame and drag me back.
I've seen a video where they put like a net over a dude. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna net you.
I'll
They're
get
gonna
netted.
handcuff
That's fine.
you and
It'll be
drag
worth
you
it.
away.
It'll be worth it. Trevor asks, will Firewall have a PS5 day one patch? Not if fucking Mark Zuckerberg buys First Contact Entertainment. All right, there'll be no more patches then.
Now you put that in Hess.
You
Now
know,
you put that
it's in my
worm in
head,
Hess's
you know?
brain. You did it. I'm
Don't
gonna
do it,
blame
Hess.
you now.
Don't
if
you do it.
I'm gonna blame
Please,
you.
Hess, please stay with
I'll
PlayStation.
need to blame this man.
We need to
above
get
me.
Sony to buy First Contact Entertainment.
Okay.
Come on, Sony. Mark Cerny, buy First Contact Entertainment right now. But listen, Trevor, hopefully there'll be a day one patch for PSVR on PS5. But you have to just keep your expectations in check for what they could realistically improve. You know, because you're still playing with PS4 people, so you have to have some degree of parity. Like it would be maxed out 1080p for sure, and there'd be no jaggies or anything like that. What is this guy doing? He's gone off with his cats again. Firewall Facebook hour. Renfield says, "Oh shite." Look, there's no rumors at all of Mark Zuckerberg buying First Contact Entertainment. That's just me, trying to stir up some YouTube drama because he's buying Sanzaru. Demonetized, but look, I was ready for that.
Demonetized.
I was ready for
that.
C-word. C-words everywhere.
C-word.
Decepticon.
What happened?
We done talking about this?
Done. Get that Xbox off the screen.
It
Shouldn't be there to begin with.
All right. I know something that you love to
Christopher
talk
Hart's
about.
like panicking right now. He's are they starting to talk about Xbox now? I thought this was only a Sony show.
I got a little something for Decepticon. Got a little something just for you.
Who,
a patent. A patent. Just for you, Decepticon. New controller patent for PS5.
I dropped the F word. I dropped the F word because it is.
I didn't hear that. Zach says, I'm kind of surprised Sony hasn't bought FCE yet. I don't think Sony ever...
You know what? I'm going to get a drink of water. I'm going to get him some water.
You're a co-host.
Yeah?
You're not going anywhere.
Get some water.
You're not. Don't you leave.
Get a glass
you leave. You don't ever come back. Don't you ever come back. You leave. All right,
fine.
No, go get your water. Go get your water.
I'm hostage here. Help me.
Get your water.
Everyone help me.
Don't help him. Don't listen to him. He's the one manipulating me. He's manipulating me, making me look bad. He's the one behind it all. All right, you go get your water. In the meantime,
that water.
Yeah, you get it. You dirty little C word. Zach Wilder says, yeah, so I don't think Sony feels pressured into buying any studios that they don't have to. I think buying Insomniac was like a big investment for them. It was like $230 million. So buying all these other studios too, it's like, well, if we don't need to buy them, why should we? And then they're probably looking at First Contact Entertainment. They're looking at Firewall, how that performed. So how much money has Firewall made Sony? So they'll be like, well, maybe it didn't make them as much as they want, so maybe they don't feel a need to buy them. And of course, maybe First Contact Entertainment don't want to be boss. That's another big possibility. Maybe they'd want to stay independent. So, lots of different factors to take into account when you're talking about why a studio will be boss, or why they wouldn't be boss.
Boring the people with these patents again.
Where's your water? Where's your water?
Right here. You want me to sip it?
That's not. What is that? Is that Monster Energy? No, nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to hear this. Renfield says, what's Decepticons talking into? Cybertron? It's a Death Star. David Segerson says, I'm expecting new PS5 info April 1st. Ireland. I think you've made that joke already, David Segerson. You ever repeat a joke here again? If you ever repeat a joke here again, you'll be permanently banned.
Mic's off. Cut his mic.
Anyway, now that this guy's back, we can finally talk about this patent. I've been waiting for him to come back for ages.
Why?
Decepticon, new patent.
Did everyone leave? Everyone's left.
No. It's record numbers. Record numbers.
Record numbers, please. Yeah. No, don't do this. Listen. Because now there's just going to be more patents. More that show up,
people
more
love
patents. Are gonna
People love patents.
Why?
Because
Why
it's
do you guys love
exciting.
patents?
It's the potential.
Why?
All right.
No,
it's possibly the future. There is potential. Every single thing you own right now was once a patent. That microphone in your hand was a patent at one stage. All right.
No.
You would have seen that microphone in a patent. You'd be like, "This is ridiculous." Nobody would make a ball microphone. Nobody would make a Death Star microphone. But
David said you leaked this on the internet. We don't know where this has come from.
No.
Where's the source?
What's your problem with patents? What did they do to you? Where did they touch you?
Where's the source?
Where did they touch you? Point on the doll where the patents touched you.
I'm pointing at it. Where's the source?
You got diddled. You got diddled by some patents at some stage in your childhood, and you've never let it go. All right.
I can't.
Dead Eye Dan just says, just dial up Hess and get to the bottom of this. Hess doesn't spill any details. David Segerson says, you say that until it becomes real. Exactly. So this was filed on the 20th of February this year.
Here we go.
1 week ago. 1 week ago this was filed, Decepticon. So it's recent. All right?
This is it. Let
me tell you about this controller.
This is the one.
You see the picture I have up on the screen there?
I wish I didn't.
Anything jump out to you in particular about that picture?
The whole thing, all of it.
The whole thing? What is it? Okay, obviously it's the sleeves that they're on the grips,
what's
all right?
The sleeves? Tell us what's in the sleeves.
Those are biometric detectors, Decepticon. All right? So those things can measure sweat. They can measure your heart rate. They use electrodermal sleeves.
So if I want to, say I break this thermal sleeve, say it breaks on the right?
No. Okay, hold on a sec.
New controller, right?
If you break your right stick, what do you do?
Well, I mean, if you just wear it out, your hands are covering that thing constantly.
It's not like It's built into the controller. I know it looks like a sleeve, like it's just over it, but it's actually part of it.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So what happens when you need another one? How much is that
Well,
controller?
you buy another one.
How much is that
But
controller going to cost?
you would hope they're designed that they'd last, like just like the sticks. Even though
What do they
the
add
sticks
things on
wore
to
out, by
cost
the way.
price to make price go up on these things? I don't need that on my controller.
No, look, I don't. Like, I'll be honest. I don't believe this is going to be a real thing. I think it's real stupid, and nobody wants us, and nobody needs us. I think the patent did mention VR.
Now you're coming to my side.
This one particular patent, I think, is dumb. We don't need this trash. All right, that's all I'm saying. Measuring your sweat and your heart rate. All right, like the patent mentions how, like, oh, if you're too scared, they'll reduce the number of enemies on screen.
Why do I need
that.
this?
I don't need that.
Why is
Don't
the
do that.
cost of the controller
And, like,
going up?
What if
this
it's
nonsense?
warm in the room? What if it's just warm and your hands are sweaty and it
what if
thinks
it's just-
it thinks
what if
you're
you're
scared?
just
It
sweating
thinks
like
you're scared, but
crazy?
it's like, no, I'm just a sweaty man. You know?
Normally, when
I'm
you're
not
holding
scared.
it gets all sweaty.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Cow.
I don't know how to do it. Oh
no, not
shit!
cow.
He's back.
Oh no, not cow.
And the cow music is here.
And I'll reward
no.
you with some blades of grass.
GG.
Cow.
Dog.
GG cow. GG.
GG
See,
cow.
this cow don't
Thank
like
you so
this.
much, cow.
See, he's giving you donations to stop.
No,
the
he
patent.
loves it. He's like, this is what I
Stop
want. This is the
patents.
content that we need.
No,
That's
he
what he's
wants
saying.
to Stop the patent
This
talk.
is what he's saying. Cow, thank you very much. I've missed you, son. So much. Cow, hey cow, says Muzz. It's another Xbox league.
Must wants donations
Hey,
too,
cow.
cow. Help my cow.
Hey pal, hey buddy, old pal.
Oh, hi, cow. Hi. You know, I got some albums. You wanna come buy my albums? Go to dicepticon.com. You know?
Yeah, don't buy his albums, cow. They're awful. Just listen to my videos. I got all the songs in my videos. You know, don't worry about it.
Go to my Bandcamp,
That's
you
your
know?
germ. That is the jam, the best jam. That's Cow's music for him specifically.
Mm.
But listen, Cow, seriously, thank you for that
Make
generosity
you a
once
theme
again.
song, cow. I could make you a cow song.
You can make a cow song. Pete Hawkins says, so if I'm so moist, the controller puts me a boat in game. It's bullshit. I think the idea is, if you're in a stressful situation, the game picks up, or the PlayStation is able to be like, hey, we don't want this guy to stop playing because he's too scared, so let's reduce the scariness, you know? Less spiders on the screen, or whatever. It's nonsense. It's ridiculous. It would be, like Decepticon said, it would drive up the price for no reason. No good reason. Which is why I think it's definitely going to be there day one. 100%. It's so dumb. It might be dumb enough to work.
That's what
you
we
know?
get. Now, see, all since you're putting this on the screen, they think that we enjoy this stuff. They're like, oh, they're talking
They
about
love
it.
this.
Check
They
them
love
out. They're
this.
not actually listening to
Cow
what
is
we're
paying
saying.
for this. Cow's like, you know what? This is worth
If
money.
they see
This is worth
donations on
money.
the screen, like, all we're doing is just pushing it.
Rukia says, if the VA man's voice is sexy, that can also make you sweaty. The VA? Voice actor?
VA? The voice actor.
What voice actor? What graphic novels are you playing on your PlayStation? Rukia.
Renfield
What
Life.
sexy
Why, thank you, Renfield
porn
Life.
games. What'd he say?
He
says,
said,
hey, Cow.
for you to stop showing us patents.
He
and
never said
my
that.
beats
I
are
can
great.
see the comments. He did not say that.
No,
all right?
no, you said no.
He says, hey,
what do you
Cow. That's
mean?
what he said. David Ferguson says, lol, no. Should be, oh, he is scared. Now let's finish him off. That would be cool. But the idea is they keep you playing for longer, you know. Pete Hawkins says, sorry, don't care if somebody plays for 10 hours or 10 minutes. They've already bought the game. Oh, Sony don't care. Yeah, but if you're talking about a game like Destiny or something like that, where you're buying DLC constantly and stuff like that, they'll keep you roped in that way, you know. And I'm gone. Have a nice day, Cal.
Cal's gone.
You have a nice day, you know.
Cal's gone.
You have a
And
nice
go.
day, okay? Thank you, Cal. GG.
Stream acting up? Is stream good? Is the stream solid?
Uh-oh.
Are we skipping? Are we okay? Is everything all right?
I've got no warnings or anything.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure.
Chas,
Just
is everything
mine.
okay, Chas?
Just we good.
In that
We good.
situation, it should inject you with testosterone, says Germ. Well, now we're entering in. We're entering.
Neil comes
That's
out.
some PS6. That's a PS6
Nearest.
controller right there. We'll talk about that patent when that one comes out. I am looking forward to that, Decepticon. I'm sure you are too. But
no.
yeah, I think this
No.
patent's bullshit. Everyone's talking about it. Like IGN's talking
Of
about this
course
patent.
everyone's-
I think it's the most bullshit of all the
wouldn't they
patents.
not? And this is what I'm saying. Like anyone could make up. Like you drop it on the patent, you drop it on Twitter. You got your patent, and then
But,
everyone will
look,
talk about you're famous, but not famous because no one knows who made it.
A Sony employee made this. This was filed by Sony to the patent and trademark office of America or whatever.
How do you know that?
Because that's where they got it from. You can go check the website. All right? You can check. It's on a
You know where
website
that's
right
where
now.
it come from.
That's where all the articles
I don't
sourced
believe
is.
it. I don't believe
Well,
it.
look, check it. Follow the links. You know. Fucking hell, I'm getting gas over here. I'm gonna throw up.
Oh Jesus!
I would grow a beard. Fuck. Sanzaru, yeah, that testosterone. I could do with some extra testosterone to fill in the sides and stuff. You know.
Right here.
Rage mode. You good, says Chopped. Thank you, Chopped. And David Segerson. Thank you both for letting us know.
Right.
Decepticon is just paranoid, as usual. But yeah. Muzz says, and if a game has you getting burnt with fire, the controller heats up and burns your hands. Well, they're looking into these things. So it's like, this is...
You can't hold the controller.
Look, we all think this is bullshit, right? But it does prove that they're looking into new, like, crazy ways of, like... Because the patent does mention VR as well. Like this,
more immersion. More immersion.
We know
Give
they're
us that
doing...
immersion.
We know they're adding in the haptics. That's fact. We know they're doing the trigger resistance. That's fact,
That I
too.
can see. That I can see
That's
that
not,
being a
that's
real
like
thing.
fact that's confirmed by them. That's going to happen.
That I can see being a real thing.
And this is all to add immersion. So imagine that stuff in VR is going to be really cool. Pete Hawkins says they just patent ideas. It's kind of future-proofing options. Exactly. Look, I said this like 3 times now. I think this is trash. I think it's bullshit. It's not going to happen. But it kind of lets you know that they're thinking about certain things, which is nice. No gagging on GC. Don't throw up. I'll try and keep a brave face for the GC. The controller would just burst into flames instead, says David Segerson. All right, no more controller talk. We're done. Let's talk about A-Tech Decepticon.
Pull that off.
This is the other game.
What is this?
This is the other game from the Zero Caliber guys. This one is much closer to completion. Let me tell you, this is by X-Real, the same guys. It's coming in March, according to a developer on the PSVR Reddit.
I don't think I've heard of this one yet.
I hadn't heard about it at all. Apparently, it's already out on PC. I'd watch the trailer. I think it kind of reminds me of Killing Floor, especially the kind of humor of it, as well as you're just kind of wading through hordes of enemies.
Interesting.
Although
is it co-op?
I don't think it's co-op. I think it's just single player, but I'm not 100%. Like
What?
Nothing in this trailer shows
What?
co-op. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Why are they doing this to these games?
Support for a game that doesn't have co-op. Speculation is always fun and encourages creativity and innovation. There you go, Renfield. Renfield gets it, Decepticon. Let's speculate. Let's look to the future. You know, it's fun. It's fun.
What is it?
Zach Wilder says it's too bad the VR smell-o-vision thing got shelved. You just remember the Resident Evil candle?
Smell-o-vision.
Remember the candle?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, of course.
I wish I got that candle. I wish I did.
The candle.
It
The one that
smells like
smelled like it was like
blood,
zombies
blood
or
and
some
rust
blood.
or something like that. Yeah.
Jesus.
I would have tried that.
See, that's a little different. See, that's a little. I don't need like chemicals being sprayed into my face
you
when
don't
I'm
know
playing
what you
VR.
need. You don't know what you need, all right? You don't know what you're saying. Okay.
I don't need that.
But yeah, A-Tech, I think that part there looks really cool. I love the weapon wheel that they have in this game. It's like it just pops up the side of his hand and then he twists his hand to pick different weapons. So it looks like there's a good variety of weapons. Not sure how hyped I am for this. It kind of looks like an early PSVR game, if you know what I mean. Like just like hordes of enemies coming towards you. You've got smooth locomotion at least, which is nice. But I don't know if it does anything that Killing Floor doesn't already do, if you know what I mean. Maybe somebody's played this on PC. They can let me know if I'm like underselling it completely, but I'm not too hyped about it. Maybe the story's interesting. I don't know. Another wave shooter, just for a change, says Pete Hawkins. Exactly.
Another wave shooter.
It kind of has that like early PSVR look.
Yep.
Well, like the graphics look nice, but like in terms of design. I wanted to smell the Skyrim dragons, says Zach. Pete smells like Skyrim dragons.
Yeah, what does that smell?
Pete knows what they smell like.
Skyrim cave bear. What does it smell like?
I don't want to know. Decepticon, we're moving on to the next topic. Because there's something else There's something else I don't know.
What is it?
We're talking about Gollum. We're talking about Gollum.
What's the matter? What's wrong?
Gollum, from what I can tell, has received a permanent price drop on the North American store. Only on the North American store, okay? So it's now $24.99.
Interesting. Okay.
On the European store, it's the same. I'm wondering is, did that game perform badly? And that's why they've dropped the price kind of as quick as they have.
For our region.
Well, maybe the European store like update tomorrow though, or something like that. So
there wasn't many people talking about it.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to say. It's like nobody seems to talk about this game. Like, it's a good game. It's got like a good pedigree. Like Halo developers are behind it and stuff like that. And
Well worth $25 though. Like,
but didn't they
definitely.
talk? Didn't they talk a lot about how they were going to be adding all this kind of stuff, and then they kind of went quiet, and there's been no patches for it since. And it's like, hey, did nobody buy this?
Just like a lot of the companies, gone quiet.
Did nobody buy this game?
I don't know. I don't know. But it's a good game.
It's a good game. Look, it's a good game. Plus,
yep, it's a good VR game.
It started off bad, so the reviews.
Good sound design in that game. That game had incredible sound design.
My only problem with the sound in that game was that it was way too loud. Like you couldn't turn down the volume of like the music was like pumping. Well, for me it was.
Oh, I played a lot of that with Spotify playing in the background. I turned the music off.
Well, that would explain this. Dragon smells like cheese, says Renfield Heiss. Ice Goddess Rukia says, and if you don't buy more games, you get a knockout gas sprayed in your face. Doniel, how you doing, Daniel? Boo, I'm at work. Guess I'll rewatch when I guess home. Hi, bye all. Daniel, welcome. And goodbye also. Dragons smell like lizards, which smell like humility and poo. Shouldn't dragons smell like treasure? Don't they hoard treasure?
Gold.
They should smell like gold and jewelry and stuff.
Gems.
Yeah. Rubies.
Diamonds.
But yeah. So I'm kind of...
Emeralds.
I'm kind of worried about Gollum in terms of like the support that it's going to get now. I think maybe it won't get any more support. Like they were talking about like a hardcore mode where maybe you'll be into situations where you're fighting maybe 3 golems at once. Maybe it sold like
what?
1,000 copies and that's it.
A lot of these games do go quiet and then out of nowhere they just drop something on us. So they could be just working on it.
But the telling thing as well is that like.
But is it worth it? Is it worth it for them? If there's a price drop?
This is the first time I've found myself wondering, oh, hey, where's that Gollum update? Because it's been out of my mind completely. I feel like nobody else is talking about it. Is it out of everyone's mind?
How long has it been out for?
Only a couple of months. It hasn't been out that long.
That's the scary part.
Yeah. So, Gollum.
Because it's a good game. That's the scary part.
Project Morpheus. Project Morpheus was teased
terrible.
with this game. This is like one of the earliest games that people were looking forward to. But maybe we're talking shit. Maybe this game sold well. But
there's a couple games though that are on PSVR that are just really good that no one's really talked about and that have just kind of faded away.
Can you give me an example?
I don't know.
Do you have any examples of that?
I have to bring up my menu of what I haven't been playing.
Forget it. I don't have time for this. Bearded dragons kind of smell like burnt hair, says Pete Hawkins. More so when West. Disgusting. Remind me not to smell a bearded dragon.
Burnt hair.
It's because of their keratin-based protein skin. Disgusting.
Oh, okay.
Disgusting.
All right.
Don't want to know.
Okay. Facts from the reptilian.
From the reptilian.
Reptilian facts.
Let me hit you with another fact.
See, we need him on the show to give us these facts.
Talk about the reptiles. Here you go. Cosmophobia, I think it's called. Did I say that right?
What is that?
Yes, I did.
What is that? You said it right.
This is a game being made by the same people who made Dreadhalls.
Who taught you that word? You didn't read that word.
I read it.
Did your wife teach that word before the show?
She can't read either.
She came in and was like, that's Cosmophobia.
She doesn't read.
You were like, oh, okay.
I just typed it into Google Translate and then I hit the speaker button. And
Cosmophobia.
Karen said it out loud. I was like, oh, that's how you say it. So yeah, Cosmophobia by White Door Games with the people who made Dreadhalls. You played Dreadhalls, yes, have you?
Nope. Halloween. Wait for Halloween.
It's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous rule that you have. But yeah, coming to PC VR, but when asked by the Upload Viewer writer, the developer said a PSVR port was not out of the question. So fingers crossed this comes to PSVR. It's like a roguelike. You're on a ship. You got to get your, I don't know, you got objective, kind of like Persistence maybe.
You got a video up? Did you put
a video up? There's a video up. Right. The trailer. It's very dark though.
Still
but like you got like a flashlight. You're going through halls that kind of all look the same. And
multiplayer?
It's like it's basically a more advanced Dreadhalls. You know what Dreadhalls is like. You know, you've seen it played, yeah? So it's like procedurally generated kind of horror game.
Okay, all right.
So, but it looks like way more advanced than what Dreadhalls is. Like Dreadhalls was like a mobile game. This is a proper game.
Okay.
Renfield says, I heard the First Contact is working on a new game, something like Destiny and Halo. They're working on a game called Solaris. It's more like Quake, I would say. Something like that. Or Unreal Tournament.
Yeah.
Along those lines.
We haven't really seen anything.
We saw one trailer.
That's what we're thinking. Yeah. Where you just run over the guns, pick them up.
I wouldn't say it's anything like Destiny. Like it maybe looks like Destiny and Halo, like futuristic kind of style, but I wouldn't say it's going to play anything like that.
It'll probably just play like fast-paced Firewall.
Yeah.
Without laptops.
But it's going to have motion controls. So maybe different firewalls that way, if you know what I mean. Rukia says, and Gollum was just a dream you all dreamt. All right. There we go. That's trippy stuff from Rukia.
It's gone. A dream within a dream of the game. The game's dream too.
Mr. Reckless Ryan, how you doing? G'day, gentlemen, says Mr. Reckless Ryan. I'm assuming he's Australian with an intro like that. How's things in Australia, Reckless Ryan? But yeah, I hope this comes to PSVR. I loved Dreadhalls. Very spooky game considering it was like so trash looking.
Finish it.
Did I finish it? Because there's 2 modes. There's like an endless mode too that you can't really finish.
Have you ever streamed it?
Yeah, I streamed it a couple of times. But it's on my American account, so it's like a pain in the ass to kind of switch over, if you know what I mean.
You shouldn't have to switch over. You should have it on your regular account too. You should still be able to play it.
No, it's a padlock on it on my regular. Like, I'll check it again because I changed my primary still, but whatever.
It's not primary. You don't have your thing set as
5XL
primary.
just said time for bed. Poof. Was he here the whole time?
Poof.
Was he here?
He was here and poof. He was a silent poof.
He was a silent poof. 5XL. Good night. Take care. Renfield says, oh damn, that's the game to play. Turning on Pentium 4 now. Is this some kind of meme? Is this some kind of joke? Dreadhalls? You saying Dreadhalls is like so shit looking that you need a Pentium 4 to run it?
Whoa.
I don't get it. I'm
Heard it's
asking.
good game. Heard it's really good though.
Dreadhalls is
even
fun.
though it's a poo-poo looking game.
It's poop, but because the things you barely get a glimpse of them, kind of like. So that's the scary part. It's like the tension. It's like, is something going to be around the corner?
And see, now you enjoy that, graphic snob. So why do you enjoy that one?
Because I'm not a graphic snob. I'm just a snob of good games, Decepticon. That's what it is.
Is that
all
what
right?
it
That's
is?
what it is.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, that's all there is to say about Cosmophobia. Decepticon,
right.
I think.
It's okay.
Fingers
No,
crossed.
it's all right.
Fingers
It's
crossed.
okay.
Fingies crossed.
Okay, fingies crossed, toes crossed.
Now we come to that part of the show, Decepticon, where we
See,
view.
I don't have this thing set up.
Oh, you don't have it set up? Go to the Discord.
But I could do it.
Just go to the Discord. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Relax. We'll all wait for you.
Oh, no.
Calm down.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just make sure I have it loaded up here correctly. There we go. Got to full screen this bitch.
Boop. I'm having a melt. My computer's having a meltdown. This might be a bad idea.
What are you running? What are you running?
Skype. It's Skype.
I'm here streaming. I got
CPU.
Skype going. I got fucking this thing going. What kind of laptop do you have?
An old laptop.
All right. UT equals Unreal Tournament. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you said O, like you misspelled O, a typo. First contact is bringing the bunny hop back. I doubt there's going to be bunny hop, and that's the thing because of VR sickness.
Okay,
Like,
so what we got? We got Pete's. We got Pete's clips.
I don't have Pete's clips loaded. I have Chops.
Chops.
So we watch that first, and then I'll get.
Where was Chops at? Is it in
It's in
submissions?
submissions, yeah. It's like before Pete's.
Aha. Okay, I see it.
All right. Okay. Wait, did I change it? No, I didn't. All right, let me display that. Okay, so this is from Chopped. Submitted his Firewall clip for us to look at, to admire, or critique.
Tell me when
I don't know.
Play it.
Let me. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. Okay. Who's he
In the
playing
cafeteria.
with? Who's he playing with? It's tiny for me, so I can't really see the name.
Zelto 69.
Not us.
Oh, I think he's playing with his squad that have the different names.
Okay. All right.
Smurfs. The Smurf
I
squad.
don't have the audio on either. Should I have the audio on?
I don't know. I assume so. Why can't you have the audio on?
I don't know.
What's
I
wrong
don't know
with
if
you?
I can play that. It'll come through.
Is that going to crash
The
your
audio
laptop?
comes through. No,
Oh,
I don't know
boy.
if the audio will bleed through.
Do you not have headphones on?
I got headphones on, but I'm just, I don't, you never know.
So
You
far, it's
never know.
pretty standard stuff so far, Chopped. I'm waiting. Something's going to happen, though. What was that? Was that lag or a click turn? Whoa. Okay.
Start.
He's got a kill. He's got a kill. Not bad.
Two of them there.
Okay. Another kill. Not bad.
Shoot them both in the head and only one goes
Oh, it's a
down.
female. Is that what he wanted to show off? You got a female on your team? I think that's what he wanted to show off. It's a lady voice.
Are you sure?
No, that's a joke. It's a bad joke, Decepticon. It's a bigoted joke. Oh, okay.
You got them both.
Mm.
That should be it.
Hold on a sec. Let me listen.
Is this an ace? Is this an ace?
It was an ace. Okay, so he shot the grenade that the enemy threw.
He's
Hold
so
on,
mad right now.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
Oh.
Back a bit.
Whoa, it's all.
Let me play that
no,
shit.
My windows are messed up.
Let me play this shit
no.
in slow motion. No, that's the wrong thing.
Go ahead.
Let's put that in 0.5
Oh
speed.
shit! It's in giant screen.
Yep. Shot that grenade. Killed 2 of them. Not bad. Not bad. As far as double kills go, not bad. Decepticon,
Impressive.
not bad. You know,
Impressive.
as I said once before, and I'll say it again, not bad. Skipped frames
He's an
detected.
impressive fellow. You know. What's that?
Skipped frames detected.
Oh boy, here we go. I told you, it's too much. It's too much.
I don't know. 15% over the last 2 minutes. That sounds like a lot of skipped frames.
Oh no.
Deej is here. How you doing, Deej?
Is it skipping for everyone? Does anyone? Anyone?
I don't know.
Because it's skipping on my end. It's been skipping, but I'm also behind.
But this is the
It's
only time I've got
behind.
like a notification telling me, "Hey, get your fucking act together." You know.
All right.
Have you got? Well, let me see if I can get Deej's. Not Deej's. Pete's.
Petey's.
Peter.
Peter.
Why is Discord taking like an hour to boot up?
Peter. I know. I told you. I told you. It's brutal.
Okay,
It's
hold on a
brutal.
sec,
All
hold on a
these
sec.
things running is brutal. All right. We got 2 clips from
Copy
Pete.
this link.
Should we watch them both?
No, they're
There
both
you
the same
go.
thing.
Watch
Like, the
the
first
other
one's a
one.
gift.
Okay,
The
with the
first
one
one's
I
a
put
gift.
the
They're the
fire
same
on.
thing.
All right.
What do you mean the one you put the
Okay.
fire on? The second one.
I put the little fire emoji
Wait,
on the
hold
second
on
one.
a sec. I gotta full screen this again.
All right. Tell me when you push play.
Okay, not yes. Not yes.
Is this enjoyable for other people? Are we just wasting
This is only
everyone's-
25 seconds long. It's up to you to make it enjoyable. You submit the good shit, all right?
I mean, the whole segment, us like fumbling through the clips and everything. Like,
You know what? This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of the whole show. All right? Okay, 3,
systems going array.
2, 1, play.
All right. Okay.
This is from my perspective
Put
from
the sound
earlier
up.
today, by the way.
Put the sound up.
Like Pete's. Pete's one of my boys. I love you, Pete.
He loves you, Pete.
Over here, Decepticon.
Are we touching tips, then? Should we touch
He loves you.
Touch them tips.
Oh, touch him,
Protection.
Tips. Who runs up?
Oh, yeah.
Who runs up?
What's happening?
Look at
Docking.
Decepticon, you dirty bitch. You dirty bitch. Licking.
Who did I learn that from? I learned it from watching you.
No, you didn't.
I learned it from watching you.
You were watching videos on the internet that you shouldn't have been watching. That's what it was. All right. That's what
And now
happened.
I'm blaming it on you.
All right.
You left your browser open.
Got a
I
new-
saw the bookmarks. I clicked on a bookmark, and now I'm done. It's
No,
over.
I can close this
Traumatized.
down. I can close
Forever.
this down now. Hopefully it'll save my laptop.
Oh,
Not skipping at all.
Jesus.
Somebody said it's not skipping at all.
Okay,
Night
good.
all, great broadcast. And
Good.
thanks for the info, says somebody.
See, Dave Station loves your fumbling.
Gyson
Loves your
says,
fumbling in the
Love
bubbling.
to see pumpkins fumbling under the blankets with David Station.
They love that. David, the
Mr.
game
Reckless
cats are watching,
Ryan.
giggling like.
And then that just brings us to the last topic, Decepticon.
What?
The fax
Flat?
machine. The fax
Is it
machine.
Flat?
No, it's
Flat?
never flat. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk about flat?
What are you watching?
Have
What are you
got
watching
something?
at the moment? Yeah,
I watched another
McMillions.
episode of
Watching that-
another episode of Swamp Thing. All right.
You're hooked on that show?
No, I'm only on like episode
that?
3 now, or 4.
Is it
It's
good?
just taking me ages to get
Is it
through.
new? Is it a new show?
I
Is it
think
a
it came
new
out
Swamp
last
Thing?
year and it's already been cancelled, so I don't know why I'm watching it, but
You gotta watch that McMillions, man. That's it.
I'll never watch it. I'll
That's a
never
good
watch
show.
it.
Uncle
Listen,
Jerry?
Listen, hold
Uncle
on a sec. Hold on a sec.
Jerry?
Listen.
Are you kidding me?
I'm going to mute you now, alright? So shut up. You're muted.
It's
You're
that
muted.
time
This
again
is
for
fax machine.
questions and
You know this by
topics
now.
submitted
You know
by
this by
our
now.
viewers. So let's
what?
go
You're
to
on
our
it. No way,
fax
I'm muted
machine
because it's
and
echoing.
see what we have. Fax me harder, Daddy. I've been a bad boy.
Alright. You get to be unmuted now.
Okay,
Alright?
great.
You can talk
Good.
again. Now,
All right.
this is not going to be a long fax machine because
Whoa.
I'm not even sure I got a single question. I think, no, actually, I did get one last time I
Last
checked.
week when we did the fax machine, I was thinking in my head like, oh, it's only one question. I need to use the bathroom. I'll just hold it, you know? I'll just hold it for this one question. And then it was like question after question after question. When we hung up the call, I ran away. I had to run to the bathroom.
Oh, you did? I thought you were I didn't know you were going to come back, and then you're like, GG. I assumed you wanted me to hang up. So I was like, okay.
But I had to run.
So, First question is
Now
from
this week there's one question.
is from Daniel, and it's not a question. It's an emoji that goes like this. When the tongue is stuck out. So that's from Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, for the emoji.
Great.
Now he speaks in emoji, so that
came
probably
through
is
the
a
fax
genuine
machine.
question.
That came through the fax machine.
We just can't translate that. He speaks his own language, you know? We got something from Rap Hip Hop. He says we need more sites in equipment. Not really a question.
Interesting.
Of something
we
that he
need more
wants.
sites, and we're getting the sites. We're getting
more
the sites.
We're getting more sites.
Equipment, though. Equipment.
Wear
We
a
need more
nappy,
equipment.
says Pete Hawkins. Is that a question, Pete?
Wear a nappy.
Wear a nappy, huh?
He's telling you.
Fax machine on Discord next. Because
Westworld 3. I still gotta watch Westworld season 2.
What days is today? Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking channel. That's why this is weird. Okay, so this is from Petey. Okay, both of them are from Pete. I haven't even seen the second one yet. So he says, if both Sony and Microsoft, and he spells the S in Microsoft with a $sign, so you know where his allegiances lie. Am I right, Pete?
Whoa.
Wanted to see if the public would support a joint effort console between them both. Would you support that? Me, I think it would be badass, says Pete. Pete, I would hate that. I think that would be terrible for the consumer. You know? No competition. All of a sudden, you got Sony and Microsoft with a stranglehold on the entire market. Nintendo's trash. Forget them. But, they have no reason to compete, so they have no reason to make the best games. They got no reason to, give us the best deals. Prices go up. PS Plus, Xbox Live, prices increase. They probably match each other. Like, let's charge 100 each, Why not?
Oh, boy.
Instead of 60 or whatever it is now. Let's up it to 100,
100.
That's the future I see. What do you think? Maybe you think like Pete.
That's the disgusting future that we're going to get.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. Even the crossplay that they got on now between the two of them, I'm like, I don't like seeing them getting patty like this. This is a worrying sign, I think.
You don't like the combining.
No. Let's keep things separate.
You like the separate,
to a degree,
huh?
Draw a line somewhere. Maybe crossplay is not too bad, but draw the line somewhere. They're not friends. They're competing.
What if
with
they
each
make
other.
all friends? What if they all join
Bad for
forces?
us.
Everything
Bad
becomes
no good.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
Oh my
Deez
goodness.
says
Prices would just go through the roof.
So PSVR will work with PS5. Do you think PSVR 2 will play PSVR 1 games? It depends on how tracking works. I don't know how they're going to do the whole tracking thing.
Yep, that's confusing for me as
Is it going
well.
to be camera again? Like, it would have to be camera, wouldn't it? Or will they
I have no
translate?
idea. Like, you'll have to use that maybe in the start. You know what I mean? With all the old, it'll just be using that on a higher end machine.
Yeah.
Basically.
But let's say when PSVR 2 comes out, we'll assume it has its own
a
new form of tracking.
New shit. Yep, that'll probably be all new shit.
But let's say we wanted to play Firewall on this. Would they have a way to translate the old way of tracking
I would hope so.
into the new way of tracking without using cameras and stuff?
But then is it an advantage for the people that have that?
I have no idea.
Full tracking.
It's too confusing for me. It's hard to get your head around.
It's a lot of technology. It's a big jump.
Yeah. It all depends. Like you would imagine ditching.
Or we won't buy it all again. We have to buy it all again. New aim controller, new thing.
Look, if they improve this stuff,
game.
if they make it way cooler, then
that's what I mean. It's all going to be all new shit. Yeah.
Sell these aim controllers now while they're worth a lot.
And then they'll be worth nothing.
Crossplay. Okay.
Want them.
Germ says something there. He says crossplay isn't what it's cracked up to be. I agree 100%. Once they introduce the crossplay, nobody talks about it anymore. I play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and it's like, oh, you're forced to play against PC players in this particular mode, and they're just headshotting you constantly. It's like, okay, thanks for this. Thanks for forcing this on me. Cheers for that. Thank you very much. Okay, fellas, have a great night, says Chopped.
What do you mean, a mouse?
Catch you on the next one. Thank you, Chopped. Bye-bye.
Is you trying to tell me a mouse is superior?
To a controller? Yeah, but to an aim controller. Could an aim controller beat a mouse? That's the question.
I don't know. I still think a mouse would still be quick no matter what.
I think Resident Evil 7's head tracking shooting. That's the best. That's the superior form of tracking. That's the best form of shooting. That beats a mouse, if you ask me. Beats me on a mouse
Just
anyway.
look at them. Just you look at them.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Done.
Done is right.
Wherever you're looking.
Another question from Petey Hawkins. He says, why don't you say the famous line, eat shit and die, amigo, in Firewall on killing someone anymore? I didn't realize I had stopped saying that.
All
But
these catchphrases, you've stopped the catchphrase.
but
You know, the season's over.
that's not
It's
my
a new season of TV.
that's
you know?
not my catchphrase. That's stolen. I watch another
What?
streamer.
What?
Man, half the things I say, they're not from me at all.
Oh, that's
It's like,
all
look,
right.
it's not
Well,
deliberate.
you've unveiled.
Listen.
I don't know if you should have said that. You shouldn't have said
Listen.
that.
It's like, have you ever hung out with someone,
Oh,
and
no.
after a while you've hung out with them,
You're
you
like a
start
parrot.
saying, you start saying
you're
the
like a
things
little
they
parrot,
say.
aren't you? You
Look,
start all the. That's when
Look,
you get
some
your,
of my stuff is legit, all right? Some
Yeah,
of my
is
stuff
it?
is me.
I don't know
That's
about that
me,
now.
You know, I don't know what exactly, but some of it is.
I don't copy off
But
nobody.
there's a streamer who's like, eat shit and die,
me.
amigo. He says, I say amigo all the time now because this fucker, you know?
No.
And it's cringe. Saying amigo is cringe, but I say it all the time.
No. No.
Pete says it's not forced in Modern Warfare.
all a
You can turn
farce.
it off crossplay in the menu. You can, but not if you want to play the big mode. There's some big mode, I can't remember what it's called. Warzone or something?
You've stolen your
Big
jokes.
battle mode? It's not a joke.
Warzone.
It's not a joke. But
Oh,
anyway, you're
no.
forced to play crossplay in that mode, Pete. 100%. Good night, Chopped. Xbox is already trying to blur the line between console and PC. Yes, they are, but they have to. Mouse is faster, but that doesn't
See, don't
necessarily
ruin
make
Pete's
it
dreams.
better.
Ruin Pete's dreams tonight.
It's your saying to me, don't
You
ruin my dream.
destroyed
But look,
the illusion.
this guy says he
Destroyed
copies shit from people
ripped
too.
apart
Everyone
the
does
illusion.
this. Everyone does this. You know what's mine? Smooth Brain. That's mine.
Ooh.
I own that. Touch and Tips. That's mine. I own that.
And you got that from Hamster
Copyright.
Brain. You've morphed
And
it
Hamster
from
Brain,
Hamster
exactly.
Brain.
We got
and
a lot of
I
things.
got that from a commercial from the 80s.
There you go.
Some little
There you
girl
go.
calls her brother that.
Hamster Brain.
And it's never left my vocabulary
And
since the
do
80s.
you know where I got Smooth Brain from? And it's not nice. You won't like this.
Where'd you get
It's
it
from like
Where?
there's like a fundraiser going on for a little girl,
Here
a
we
little
go.
girl who had this disease.
Stop.
that-
Just stop.
That's
just
what it
stop.
was, all right?
Just stop.
some whatever disease it was made the brain smooth, and I was like, what does that mean? I googled this and smooth brain. And I was like, you know what, Decepticon's a smooth brain, and that's how it
Okay,
started.
Hamster Brain. I need to find what's the next step.
Jerem says, then your matchmaking pool just took a big hit, Pete. Another good point, but I think the PS4 has enough of a matchmaking pool, especially in Call of Duty. You're not going to worry about that. You can turn
But
it off.
does that
You can
increase-
turn it off
does
at
that
ground war
increase
now.
player
Okay,
base? Does
It
that
does.
liven the games up?
but look, if Call of Duty doesn't need to be increased.
Does it liven werewolves up?
Werewolves would be a complete ghost town without us. I wonder. It must be. It's already a ghost town. But look, in games like Werewolves, yes, that's fine. I don't mind on that. But in games where you got like advantages if you're on one system over the other one, that's when it's not cool.
Yeah, of course. Silly.
But most of your fellow PS4 players are in mixed lobbies. Ooh. Good point.
Ooh.
Good point, Germ. Because a lot of people just don't bother turning it off. Because it's on by default, exactly. But yeah. So that's all the questions. Decepticon, you ready to bounce?
All the questions. All
Anything
the
else?
answers.
We have all the answers.
All
You
the
better
patents.
believe we have all
Wasted
the
everyone's
answers.
time with all the
Let's
patents.
get some patents on the screen again.
Jesus.
Where's the patents? Come on. Let's just talk about a patent for another hour. Just one more hour of patents. Please, Decepticon.
Why?
Please. Just one more hour. Please.
I'm gonna make a bunch.
Please.
I'm just
You're
gonna
make them?
put them out in the wild.
Well,
I'm just
look,
gonna
if they're
not
not on
even
the
say a
official
word that I
website,
made
if they're not
them,
on
and
the
then we're
official
gonna
website,
review
well, I'm not going to
them
look at
on
them.
the
I'm not going to look at
show.
them. You're going to show them to me. I'm going to be like, where did you get this? And you're going to be like, I don't know. I just found it.
I found it on IGN's website. It's got the source.
Where's the link?
Back it
Where's
up,
the
you
link?
know?
Show me the link, Decepticon. That's what I'd say to you. Especially when it's like looks like it's been drawn in crayon, which I'm sure it will.
Backwards
you know?
letters, you know.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're done. Listen, thank you very much for joining us
Crayon.
for another episode
Crayon.
of Touching Tips. We will be back next week, hopefully. Episode
Will we?
24. Who knows what we're going to be talking about?
Boring the people,
Maybe we'll
more
be talking about
More
PS5.
patents, more boring.
I have a feeling the PS5 information is going to drop soon. It has to.
What do you all
Something's going to drop.
leave us comments of what you don't enjoy, what you enjoy,
Don't.
what you continue to like
Only
see,
leave
what you
comments
don't like
of what
see,
you like.
you know.
Don't tell me what you
Let
don't
us
like.
know.
I don't want to hear that. No criticisms. No criticisms ever.
Let us know.
All right?
Be real in them comments. Let's see
Not
some
too real.
comments.
Not too real.
all right?
Be real towards him. All right? Let's
No.
talk about like the tune into the microphone
The
and
show.
making
The
noises.
show. Not to any person. The show.
You're part of the show. You're part of the problem. You know. Maybe people are like, maybe the show should be more accepting of patents. You know, I think that's a
It's a good
criticism.
test.
That's a criticism.
Jim,
You
make
know?
Jim leave now.
What are you,
He's tired.
what are you
of this.
talking about?
Sick of this. Jimbo said, "Good
It's
day."
the end. He's going because it's over. That's what's happening. He's stuck it this long.
He's bored.
GG epic as always,
Tired.
says Pete. Thank you, Pete. GG Geisen. Thank you, Jimbo. Thank you, Rukia. Thank you, Decepticon.
GG.
You
GG.
know, thank you.
Great job.
Pam.
Congratulations.
Thank you, me.
Orange
You
peels
know,
for
I
all of
did
you.
it.
Orange
Orange
peels.
peels
Handshakes
for me? Can I
Orange
have
peels
one?
for all.
I'll take one.
Pat. Best content.
Yeah, Jimbo. Yeah,
don't
Jimbo
encourage
knows what's
this
up.
behavior.
Good man, Jimbo.
Do not encourage this behavior.
Good night, everyone. GG. Goodbye.
Orange peels. Handshakes.
Goodbye.
Handshakes.
Give me
Orange
them-
peels.
Give me the handshakes.
Orange peels.
Give me
Handshakes.
a handshake.
High fives. High fives.
High
High